What is going on, everyone? How y'all been? It's been a long time. My name is Frostyrnb, of course, the all-knowing Nintendo researcher who corrects a lot of people's, well, especially popular streamers' mistakes. Today, we're going to be beginning a brand new Let's Play project called Xenoblade Chronicles 2: Torna, the Golden Country. I'm not going to lie, this project is going to be a little bit more difficult compared to the base game because there's a little bit less flexibility, but hey, we're going to be starting with these following options here. Just quote-unquote, it is subject to change, just so you guys know. So, of course, if you guys are planning on streaming this game in the future, these are my settings. But more importantly, we want to go over the game settings. So, right off the bat, because I am doing this from a different profile, we only have two difficulties. Normal and easy. Custom and a different difficulty will become available a little bit later, but we're going to be focusing the game on normal mode until we beat the final boss. Auto battle, I don't understand why would anyone put auto battle on. It's a little bit annoying. If you want to make the game a little bit easier, special button challenges do make this a little bit easier. They're automatic, so they're really they're really difficult to fail, so I don't see how anyone really wants to put that on, but hey, sometimes I get lazy. Enemy aggression. Oh man, enemies are really sensitive in this game. So I would highly recommend leaving this off. Autosave function, it's your call. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and start Torna, the Golden Country. Yes, we're gonna go with normal because, well, we can change the game setting anytime. I would highly encourage, especially people who never played a Xenoblade game, start with easy, because mid-game's gonna really start kicking butt. So, this game, let's go ahead and get started.
3564. The 107th Indoline Praetor, Rhodalis, had sent an armed expedition against the country of Sia. Its capital, Amranta, fell overnight.
Orata.
And sank beneath the clouds, along with the rest of the Titan.
Oh my goodness, those animations.
The destruction of Sia shocked all the nations of all rest. Officially, the act was attributed to a military alliance led chiefly by Indol and the emerging power of Mor Ardain. In fact, it had been the work of one blade, the Aegis, a man known as Malos.
No, douchebag Malos is back.
Architect's word incarnate. Back then, neither Laura nor myself knew how closely his fate would prove to be tied with ours in the days to come.
Oh, there is the man himself, the douchebag Malos.
You're that eager to die? Then allow me to assist.
Wow. Even 500 years ago, he's still a bigger douchebag. You gotta admit though, the CGI cutscenes look really good. Even though it's like a kind of like a some people don't consider this as its own game. I highly disagree. Shoot, I put 50 hours in this game. Oh! Yeah, some of you guys actually may have guessed it. There's Jin, and there's Laura. I guess I'll show you. This is a prequel to what happened in the base game. Oh man, we got some of these wolves coming at us. Jin without being a flesh eater. This is going to be a very interesting adventure. Oof. No. In the base game, they didn't really go too much into depth with Laura. I'm actually kind of glad that they didn't. I know that was like one of the biggest complaints with the base game. But personally for me, you guys will know as we go through Torna, but
and it's not just the Wolf and Ferris. Even the Balufers caught up in it.
Oh, they're called Bufus. I thought they were called Buflons. But
Laura,
you guys will understand what it means because this game has a very interesting myth that a lot of bigger streamers classified this as like the tighter connection between Malos and the other Aegis. That is not true, actually.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Blood. It's driving them crazy.
Ooh, jazzy. Right there. We got some jazz music playing in this game. I actually welcome this change. Alright, so tutorials, of course, if you guys played the original one, it's the same exact targeting system. Most of it is the exact same. There is a brand new big mechanic in this game called Vantage Guard. The Vanguard mechanic really does add a speed to the combat, but we'll explain the rest of the combat system when it's appropriate. So of course, returning to the coming from the base game again, of course your auto attacks refill the, you know, art gauge, and then once the art gauge is filled up for a certain art, you can go ahead and use it. Right now though, we're not able to cancel at that very moment, so we're not really going to go over it. You guys know those basics. I don't really need to go over EXP, health. Dex just means accuracy, and agility just means how high of a chance can the player actually dodge the enemy's attacks. So really, there's no quote-unquote such thing as like turn taking, if that makes sense. Because this is an MMORPG. There's no such thing as taking turns. It's either you fight or you die. So that's awesome. Alright, so we're getting into Vanguard and Rearguard positions. Now, unlike the base game, Rearguard positions, the person in the back, rather be the driver or the blade, they still add support, and they can still either do buffs, they can do debuffs, they can do etc, etc. So they're not really doing anything postpone. So that's a huge bonus. And all of that, you gotta admit, this jazz music is really good. And besides, like, that's the thing too with Xenoblade Chronicles Torna the Golden Country, is that teammates kind of die a little bit faster because we do have limited utility. However, it's not a big deal because you guys notice on the bottom right there next to Jin's name, it says topple. We'll go into driver combos when it's most appropriate. But right now, we gotta switch out because if not, we would have died right there. So right over here, right there, Jin attacks. That is a huge plus to this game. Now, I heard a lot of people complaining about this mechanic. I don't understand why. Do you auto attack? What's going on, Sanic? And that is true. We do auto attack. Now we could go back to our driver and bam. That's how it's done. So special, of course, what specials do is that the specials will actually recharge up as we conduct arts. So it's like auto attack first, then arts, and then special attack. Big advice though, try not to spam level 1 specials because level 1 specials are not the best way to deal with fights. Depending on the situation. I don't want to say like, don't always save it for level 4s, level 3s, etc, etc. It really would depend on the situation, because if the situation is not good, then I would probably end up rushing it, but it would really depend on the enemy and how it's executed. If it's not executed well, you guys will know. So right there, we're gonna go ahead and show off Jin's level 2 special. Because Jin is pretty busted in this game. So yes, it goes all the way up to level 4. We already know about that, so there's that. The meter above Jin's name, I wouldn't really worry about that, so that's gonna be used for something else. So you lock on a target and the character auto attacks. So it's like you lock on to an enemy, they will attack, but you have a lot of versatile. The auto attack is automatic, of course, but the player can switch to targets via, of course, you know, R and A. So yeah, guys, combat system. I tried to summarize it pretty quickly, but we tried. But no, there's a lot of things we can do. Oh my goodness. I know what people are going to talk about Jin. I already know the conversation about Jin. Yeah, this is a DLC expansion.
Thank you, Jin.
This is like a sub game of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's like an expansion. Combat system is not exactly the same though.
but
It's
it leaves us wide open.
it's limited but
Swords in my
re-enhanced.
hand. You're left defenseless.
What, you won't keep me safe?
Huh?
I'll keep you safe always.
Obito! I mean, what?
Always. You still remember that?
Oh, trust me, Jin. Girls remember
I've
everything.
thought about it. Every day for these 17 years.
Can't tell.
I'll never forget
I
it.
got that.
The day you set me free from a life of misery.
Misery?
I see.
What do you see, Jin? Can you tell me the future? Who is this man? Is this a she or a he? Laura's a girl and Jin's a guy. Alright, returning from the base game and any other Xenoblade games, it's called the Compass System. I don't understand why most open world games don't use the Compass System. You can have open world game while knowing exactly where to go. I don't understand why people always say that. You thought Laura's a man? She can have that. She can get that tomboy vibe, but I really consider her more of a girl when I first saw her. Now, with such another rare blade in the base game, I thought Lauren was a girl, not a guy. Oof, it was really bad. Yo, Finn, what's good, man? Alright, so of course, this game has environments, it has times. I wouldn't really worry about too much about the weather conditions because it really doesn't add that much significance in this game. In the base game, it does because, you know, unique monsters and blah blah blah, which we'll go into much later. And not a problem, man. Take your time. Well, like, might be a man, might be a girl. Nah, you're good. You're good. Okay. Can we talk about the main game's main problem? Now, as much as I love the main game, Torna the Golden Country introduces tips. We can view all the tips, we can review them whenever we want. This is very helpful. In the first game, Xenoblade 1, they had the tips page. But 2, the second one, for whatever reason, you receive the tip and it's completely gone. So, I didn't understand how that worked, but I guess, question mark. Alright, yes, we can manually change time, adjust audio, adjust like settings, save, item selection, you guys already know about that. Characters though, this is a very interesting one because, well, this is what they call the infinity charts. Now, unlike the base game, these infinity charts are ridiculously easy to fill out. I bet you guys that we can fill out this entire infinity chart before we get to the final boss. But yes, drivers have their own infinity charts. Just letting you guys know, I would highly recommend filling these out as you go through the game because, oh man, I learned that the hard way in the base game. And of course, we can enhance hearts. It's a lightning. I sense someone playing Xenoblade Chronicles. Yep, that's me, alright. But we're playing Torna. Well, what's good, Ganon? So, the switch art is what they call the advantage guard. Wasn't Jin a bad guy? We'll get into that in a bit, my friend. So, I think for this purposes though, because we are using Laura and Jin, at least for the moment, I would probably recommend upgrading the Vanguard arts first. But we're going to be shifting as we go. And of course, Jin has his own infinity chart. He is a blade in this game. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Blade's infinity charts are probably going to be the more difficult ones to do in this game. Was your Gen fire type? What do you mean with my Gen? Alright, but as we go, yes, trust levels, they return, unfortunately. Gotta complete side quests, we gotta do pouch items. It's the same exact trust level mechanics. Ox crystals, we'll go into those later. No, my second Gen was grass type. Well, I really do love Totodile as a close second. And of course, he has his own arts too, so that's awesome. Some people really argue against Jin versus a different blade, which we will be seeing very soon. I would argue that Jin is probably the most broken blade in this game. Yeah, I got Chikorita and Totodile. No second, because I'm not a big fan of Cyndaquil. Where's the fire type? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of fire types, my friend. What? Ah, yes, landmarks. So there are 3 different kind of environments in the game. Returning from the vanilla game, of course. You got locations, which we can't skip travel. Landmarks, we're able to skip travel in secret areas. There's not many in this game, but those are also skip travel areas. Secret areas, we'll go into a little bit more details later on. But hey, with the skip travel mechanic, this saves me a lot of time. So that's awesome. Oh man, Torna has some pretty interesting things to offer. What I would recommend the player to do is, of course, try to level up, I would say around level 4 to 5 before exiting this area. Because Torna, despite it being an incredible game, an incredible, well, stuff, I always pick Fire for your first playthrough. I think Fire is okay. I think it's, because I do mostly starter run onlys. I would dare to say Chikorita is the best in the OG games, but Totodile is the best in the remakes. Oh sweet, we get a level up. But I don't know, Chikorita is so underrated. I love Chikorita to death though. But yeah, like, of course we got a brand new arc called Hungry Snake. That actually breaks people. We can't really do driver combos right now. But hey, Jin also got a couple more arts too, so that's awesome. Hungry Snake. A lot of stuff is already being added right now. Now these guys, ooh, these Bulufus, they have a little bit higher HP than what we faced so far. They're not too bad though. You know, I would dare to say, a lot of people really underestimate the Torna the Golden Country. Oh, we already did a launch there. That's I was not expecting that. So yes, you guys already witnessed a couple of the driver combos. As I mentioned before, we have break, topple, and launch. Because the vantage guards, ladies and gentlemen, the vanguards, vantage guards, I've heard it called 2 different names. Ooh, that's how easy we can do driver combos. That's how ridiculous it is. But hey, as long as we are doing things pretty smoothly, I think we'd be okay. Now, the main reason why I would recommend people getting up to at least a level 5 before going to the next area is because Torna is a much smaller game compared to the base game, of course. And before anyone spoils it, yes, there are no core crystals in this game. I'm pretty sure when I say limited, I really do mean we have limited utility. So that's the main thing that most people kind of turned away from Torna. I don't think it should be compared to the main game as much, unless we're talking about like mechanics. But hey, Rare Blades do add charm to the main game, but for this game particularly, I like the I would rather take the faster battle mechanics rather than the, you know, than anything else slow. Oh geez, we got some more wolves. You know, the more that we gotta kill these guys, the better. Besides, enemies, they can drop gold, they can drop materials. But what I do love about this game, Medlia, Medlia, the best Xeno girl. I kind of disagree with you, my friend. Yeah, I don't have anything against her. I'd rather take her than Charla any day. Here we got accessories. Oh boy, accessories will go into explanations of when the time is appropriate, which will be after this fight. Oof. But other than that though, like, this guard system is really, it makes a huge difference on how we play the game. So, oh yes, right, we gotta go to accessories. So Laura can actually equip accessories. Right there, we just got the rig vest. It's an okay item. You know what's more funny though? The Abyss vest, if I'm not mistaken, in the base game where we're forced to buy it, I believe that gives up way more HP. I don't remember. I have to refer back to my Let's Play on it. Can't wait for the remake. I feel like a lot of people are gonna buy the remake. For me personally, I'm kind of disappointed in the special edition, unfortunately, for what we're getting. But hey, if the game's coming out, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna get it still. And I have finished the first game on my own time, on the 3DS, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this. Besides, the first game, I love how most of the weebs are, you know, those who have never played the first game before are automatically like... I do like how they're remaking it to give a second chance with the game. But it's like, I really wish people would play it first. At least, I mean, if you have the Wii U, I'm pretty sure that's the most accessible copy. If the player has a Wii U. If they don't, then I think 3DS would come next. But that's like a, what's it called? The new 3DS. Excuse me, not the original one. Well, not though. Hey, I'm just happy that it's coming out. We got 3 Xeno games on, already getting on the Switch, so. Holy frickles! That launch was definitely not intentional. Yeah, UK gets everything. But if you guys, okay, so when we talk about like the UK/PAL versions, back then they barely get jacked. Like, remember the time of where we used to get a lot of great stuff and they didn't get jacked? Club Nintendo's a very good example of that. I think this is like Nintendo. I think this is Nintendo Japan just feeling really sorry for them. And it's like, you know what, we're gonna make it up to you. We're gonna give you these amazing special editions, and we'll freckles North America. So I wouldn't really call it quote unquote unfair, as some people kind of complain about it. But for me personally, I think that's all right. Ooh, Spinning Wheel is a really good art. So Spinning Wheel can actually draw down aggro. Now, the only reason why I didn't explain aggro a bit earlier is because, well, aggro isn't really that important right now, at least for explanation point, because we don't have any other party members. So there was really no reason for me to explain it. So, but when we get a different party member, whoever generates the most aggro will be targeted by enemies, and I do mean by pretty much almost all the enemies in the area. 0 play. See, I love how we're starting out with Jin though. All we need now is X. I'm not sure, but didn't they have the interview about how they couldn't like port X because of the I think it was because of funding? I did remember hearing about that in the interview. I'm not 100% sure though. Holy frickles, who burnt this over? What the heck? It's... No way! That's him as a kid?
What happened?
No spoilers, please.
Are you alone?
Looks like the only survivor.
Fast forward to 500 years later. You'd be surprised.
These burn patterns don't look like Malice's handiwork. Must have been humans. Looting and pillaging while
Quarantine.
the world burns.
What's your name, bud?
Hey, it's okay. Would you like to come with us? You don't have to worry, really.
Everything on the
We're
game.
all good people. Promise.
That was one. No, that was just a rumor that they said it. I feel like there might be a little more though.
You can. Good going.
So hard to believe that Jin's actually doing this. Like like the player imagines him way back in the base game and plays this game. It's
And your family?
something.
Were they there with you? Should we go back and...
Mikhail.
Hmm?
My name is Mikhail.
Oh.
Yep, you
right.
heard it here, folks.
I'm Laura. And he's...
I don't have a family. I was sold to this village from Estem. So I'm all alone.
I see.
Why?
Right then. Starting today, we're going to be your new family.
I don't know if you guys can actually
We'll take
see
you
it,
back
but
to
I
our
also got
friends
that
then.
too.
You people? You're strangers.
The special
You
edition
don't
right there.
have to pretend
the
to care.
certain game that just recently came out.
You don't beat around the bush, do you?
Oh, ask him again in 500
He's
years.
gonna be a handful, this one. Though really, I was just the same once. Very well. Friends first then, not family. How's that sound?
Laura,
Jin, don't be. No, heck no. It's not Animal Crossing Special Edition.
the area. Look after him.
Of course. Be careful.
What we got here
And Jin.
is Susano 5. I love the Special Edition. If you guys are curious on what the unboxing looks like, I would highly recommend checking out the YouTube channel that I unboxed it for. I just filmed it just yesterday. Oh, Indol, eh?
What was that you said, Baldric?
The Sean capital of Omrantha has fallen. Or rather, it was annihilated. Praetor Redalis.
Don't worry, man. You're good.
So it has come to pass after all.
Respectfully, you aren't much of an actor, Eminence. It appears you are not surprised at all.
He's never surprised.
We heard disturbing rumors circling among the Magisters. Amalthus, whom you recently elevated to Quester? People wonder if this calamity has anything to do with that man's blade. With such extraordinary power.
I forgot that Snake was in this game.
No matter whose power affected it, it is sure to serve the greater glory of Indal. The architect will surely be pleased.
Eminence, do you believe it can be controlled?
If it cannot,
Oh, jeez.
I will let
Controversial
him
topic
take
right
the
here.
blame. I have spoken. Thank you for your report, Magister Baldric. You may return to your duties.
These guys look all like snakes, and I thought Osmotus was bad enough. You have to admit, though, Indol was very different to how it was in the base game. Because remember, guys, this took place, like, I believe it was 500 or 5,000 years ago. I remember it was one of those two numbers. It's been a while since I've completed it. But hey, introducing to this game is called, they're going to be introducing what they call campfires. They just serve they serve a very interesting mechanic. And by the way, Mikhail is just speculator. He's not really a playable, well, quote unquote playable party member. He's a kid. Give him a break. So 500 years later, then he's playable.
This is becoming addictive.
Alright, so what we gotta do, ladies and gentlemen, is we gotta collect a bunch of materials. Collection point materials, they're not as obnoxious as they were in the base game. I'm sorry to say that, but
Aren't we in
the main reason why we had to collect the collection points in the first place was this game 500 years ago or 5,000 years? I think it was 500 years. Alright, now that we got all these cooking ingredients, we can start doing some cooking. So, what cooking can do is, it has a lot of variety of stuff. So crafting, of course. Can't wait to see my favorite area. Don't know, sounds old to me. Dude, Torna is like a really good place. So, little pro tip here. Drivers, they tend to craft key items, with the exception of Laura. Satori Mosh. Dude, I can't wait to see what's it called? Well, I want to see more of Air C. Air C looks really good in HD. Can't wait to eat a lasagna in HD. In the first game, Satori Marsh is not bad. I remember I got really frustrated with that area in my first playthrough. But now that I look back at it, it wasn't that bad. Those Golgos don't need to die though.
that village, I mean?
Oh, we're still referring to that. Ouch. There's an island too. That's a really good area.
That blade, Malos. He didn't do that, did he?
The towns raised by the Aegis were completely obliterated. I'm planning to inform the mercenaries of this.
How could a person do something so awful?
Or Fiora's sandwich in HD? Oh no. I can't wait to see it though.
Anyway,
She
you
number
should
1.
rest now. We should be able to meet up with Hayes tomorrow.
Thank you, Jin. Holy frickles.
Oh, yes. I wonder if she's found any leads on Mother. I hope so, anyway.
I'll prepare food, then rest up.
Oh, that's kind of you. Thanks.
Thank you, Jin, for clearing that up. I don't understand why, okay, so here's the story. The main reason why I got a little overreactive right there when Jin called Hayes is because, remember back in the base game, Hayes was called, well, Amatas called her Fan d'Honneur. I really couldn't stand that name, to be honest. And, you know, he just renamed her because, well, took advantage, renamed her because her abilities are very interesting, which we will go into a little bit later. But a lot of, like, bigger streamers actually try to correct me and saying, oh no, that her name's originally Fan d'Honneur, blah blah blah. I really don't understand where people get that idea, but they gotta play further in the game. I'm just saying. Because even in the base game too, Mithra does quote-unquote call her Hayes. We'll get into that in a bit, but that's the main reason why I got a little overreactive there, but I just want to tell you guys something. I want to give you guys, provide the most accurate information, where a lot of people tend to sugarcoat things, and I try to go all out with information while it's still viable. So the thing that they wanted us to craft, of course, is called a we have a thing called pouch items. Now pouch items they can be pretty useful. It depends on what they are. Like, for example, this one over here that we just crafted, Strawlu. Those blades is the same in Xenoblade 1 and 2. No, Xenoblade 1 doesn't have any blades, but if I were to do an LP of that game, it's going to be much later. Can't wait for 2025. Xenoblade 3 is coming. I really hope so. So, pouch items are more of a battle item that can really enhance the player's battle abilities, both blades and drivers. So that's I will say this though, I didn't really use that much pouch items in the base game. I will need to refer to pouch items in this game because, like I said many times, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna the Golden Country, is very limited to what we can do. We don't have like rare blade enhancements or whatnot. So pouch items are definitely going to become more viable for this playthrough. Let me tell you guys something right now. Crafting is where we're going to be using most of our stuff. Because despite our limitability with crafting, I will say this, if the player doesn't do crafting, they're going to have a hard time. Also, wear armor changes how you look in the cutscenes. Yes, and then they have their own section in Xenoblade Chronicles DE where you can have your own dedicated, what's it called? A dedicated armor appearance, but it won't affect on how you battle with those changes. Because they have like 2 different sections. Right over here, they're called treasure chests. You open it up, you get some goodies. Treasure chests have their own set locations with set items. I don't remember all of them though, so there's a lot of treasure chests in this game. Hey little guy, what's going on, Arlo? Not a YouTuber. This guy's a what species is he? I don't remember his species. Yes, I love how Molosoft really loves using their enemies IPs like Bunions, Crabbles. What else was there? Crisp. Oh boy. It still works though. I like it. And none of that. Every Xenoblade game that Molosoft has made so far, as far as to my knowledge, they really love adding fish. A gigantic size. Yeah. Enemy level differences, that's a huge one right there. So, as long as you're around the, I would say about like, you really want to be under leveled. Why are you on a floating island? That's a good question. We're taking place on what's it called? A Titan. Oh, trust level. Sweet.
I feel my power surging.
To the beat of the drum. Alright, now that Jin has more quote-unquote accessibility to what we can do, keynotes I would highly recommend filling up as you go. I'm not going to be lazy, trust me. Oh, you think so? I told Chugga Conroy that he can use my Let's Play of Xenoblade Chronicles too. Because there were a lot of stuff that Xenoblade Wiki did not cover in Xenoblade 2. Which is... You'd be surprised how much information I found. And why are you living on a living thing? It's a little... I don't know how to explain it. So Titans are beings that humans took habitary on living and adapting its resources. I don't know how else I can explain that part because... Alright, Oopas. Oh, I thought he was gonna fall. That would have been funny. But... yeah, not many people... I checked a couple other people's Let's Plays of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the base game. There was a lot of misinformation I've ever seen in most of those Let's Plays. It was really... I didn't want to type in the comments saying, oh, but you did this wrong, blah, blah, blah. But they didn't really cover everything, if that makes sense. And it was a full completion. Alright, we got chips now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Right there that we just picked up is called a chip. Chips, what they can do is think of them as like weapon enhancements. Weapon enhancements really do add a status with rare blades, or blades in general, because there's no rare blades in this game. Right there, we just equipped the Fang chip. See how Jin's critical rate goes straight up to 31? For him, Jin does need high crit rate for this game. If you guys thought Mithra was something else. Jin has ridiculous high crit rate. Right over here, we got field skills.
With all my might.
Xenoblade 1 or this? So both of them have auto attack, but Xenoblade 1 is I think it's a little bit harder. More difficult of a game in my personal opinion. Because it's way more utilized on utility than the base game of 2. The second one, I didn't really fill out infinity charts at all. I didn't really use, Ox crystals, and I still was able to beat the game. Now, mind you, it was really difficult. Oh, we're introducing those already. Oh boy. Unique monsters. Oh boy, unique monsters are very interesting, and I like them, but we're not fighting that. So if the player sees a unique monster that has well, I guess you can say a unique crest above their level right there, because you notice how there's a diamond right there. Yeah, unique monsters, if they see you, despite whatever level you're on, they will target and they will fight you. Now, if we went back to, say, the previous areas, the enemies wouldn't really bother us as much because, well, we're a little bit higher than they are, but unique monsters, they will pick a fight with you no matter what level you're on because, well, as much as I hate to say it, they do have really good battle music for unique monsters. Unfortunately, though, there's no Xenoblade 1. You will know our names and whatnot. Fortunately, because, well, this game didn't really incorporate that, so... Besides, the base game is where most of the stuff really does, well, take the more of a spotlight and presentation rather than the DLC game. Or expansion pass. Whatever people call it these days. Because I hear this game being called expansion game, expansion pass, an extension. I don't know what the correct term is, but I would consider this as its own game. Fortitude! Sweet. Alright. Fill out Infinity Node.
Half the battle is living to fight another day.
DLC. I don't know if this game... Now, if you do purchase the game, though, it is considered to be an expansion DLC game. But the player can actually just buy this game without actually playing through the, what's it called? You know what? I'll leave these guys alone. the player can actually play this game without, you know, the base game. Although, to get the full experience of the base game, I would recommend picking this game up. Now, I've had comments, controversial comments before. Which game would I recommend playing first, this one or the base game? Honestly, it really depends, because I said there are two separate groups. One, people, if you're like me, who cares more about gameplay, or who cares way more about like speed, doesn't care about story spoilers, I would recommend starting with Torna, because I think the combat system's a little bit more simplified. Triple, what's going on, man? The term expansion is usually for something more than substantial than you get with DLC, so I consider it as an expansion. Okay. But yeah, appreciate it, the clarification, ladies and gentlemen. Because a lot of people say, like, DLC and an expansion pass, etc, etc. But, you know what I would definitely say, ladies and gentlemen? This score box, gotta go. But back to my comic, though, like, I would recommend for people who really don't care about story like myself, and who really, like, want to understand the base gameplay. Because this game gives you way more simplification with how the gameplay is done. Shoot. The main game, it didn't do a poor explanation, but it was a little bit harder to follow because, well, Rare Blaze was a thing, and there was really no, you would have really had to figure out your set utility. For me personally, I think this game quite a lot to what we can do. Especially understanding driver combos, understanding, like, aggro system. Well, I mean, aggro system was explained well, but this game, when it first came out, I bought it during day one and got a lot of things cleared up. And not only that, the refreshing tutorial of the tips really does help. Hey, Scorpox gives out decent EXP, so why not just kill him? And besides, thank goodness we do not need to like heal every after battle, because that would actually get really tedious and annoying. Like a certain other turn-based game I know. Even though this is MMO, but that's the #1 thing I really love about Xenoblade games in general. Like, once you finish the battle, your HP is like, it gradually heals up over time. As a matter of fact, a couple seconds actually. Whereas like turn-based games, that was a huge turn-off for me. Like, after playing through 100%ing, completing Paper Mario 64 and Thousand Year Door, love 64 by the way, then it made me realize, wow, I really am spoiled with with automatic HP healing. Kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people do have their different opinions, but if the player does... Oh no, I don't mind these guys' Rogals, but I'm not gonna lie, I actually fought a high level Rogal like before the stream started on my personal file, because, well, I had to do additional research just in case, because this game is not, or at least Torna, the Golden Country, it's not like sought out as the as other researchers would say. Like, I couldn't find that many good resources for certain completion aspects, and we're low on HP. Frickles, gotta grab that. Whew. I'm just glad I got that level up. Alright, I just need to do, I want to stop at level, I would say close to 8, but if you do care about the main story, trust me, the base game is where you want to start out, because Torna, the Golden Country really makes much sense unless the player does. Yeah, I'm not fighting those guys. I wasn't completely ready. Oof. Yeah, we're just like flaking on them. Oh yeah, so if the player does care about the story like a lot and doesn't want spoilers, play the base game first, because while the base game does tell about what happened back then when Jin used to be good before he turned psychotic like Obito, well, Torna, the Golden Country really spoils a lot, trust me. It does. But because for me, I care mostly about gameplay and music a lot more than story, then, you know, it makes more sense to start with Torna. But story-wise, you know, it would really depend on how you guys want to do it. But personally for me, if I want to understand like battle mechanics a lot easier, Torna would be a better start. First game is also a good start, is a good game start in the series, but they're completely different. I don't understand why people think that the first and second game are like completely like identical to each other. I almost threw my game case at this one YouTuber. Not in person, but you guys know what I mean though. It made me question, has he never played the second game before? I don't know. Lap C Flyer. Insects, not much threatening. I would say the only thing that's threatening about these guys is if they're in like swarms, but we're not having Weapon Flares. Drycon, thank you so much for becoming a snowflake. And I really am feeling my game. How's it going? It would tell us. Who do you think the best character is in the base game? Transmigration, sweet. That is what? Is that the Hail? Hail Strike? No, it's not. Okay. Let's finish an enemy. Oh, trust me, Jin. We're gonna try to get you high as you can, because for me to get Jin a little bit higher. So Affinity Trees, we have to go like this set order from bottom to top. There was really no way to actually like skip it, unfortunately. You was already a special snowflake. Well, you gotta thought that. Well, thank you for letting the hailstorm again. Most appreciated. Not only that, we got some level 7 enemies right off the bat. Oh my goodness, cannibalism. Hopefully we don't get reported by PETA, because I don't know if you guys ever heard about PETA becoming like, oosh, we got 3. Oh, thank goodness you. Oh, you little. I was gonna say, I was gonna be really happy that he went away, but no, he decided to stick around. Rip. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and topple that wolf because, well, that wolf has gotta go, and I wanna get those HP potions because holy frickles. 3 enemies is a little bit too much for you know, a singular unit. One can definitely say. But I believe, oh, he's only level 5. Have I played 1 before? Yes, I have played 1, finished it. I played X, didn't finish it because I only played like 4 hours of it. Got to like chapter 4, I would say. The beginning games are, chapters in that game are very short. And then 100% completed Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That's on my YouTube channel now. And now we're playing through this game, which I have 100% of this game on my own time. I did do a blind playthrough of this game, but now we're doing a 100% completion on this one. This is the only game I can do my project on, because right now, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm still at the dorms, I'm limited to what I can do. Juicing the fruit? That's not juicing the fruit, that's puking on us. What the frickles? But all seriousness though, like, ladies and gentlemen, I really can't wait for the first game to come out for the Switch again. Or seeing it being brought to life, but I think the art style fits a lot better in the DE version. Dunman's design's a little... It's not bad, it's a little different, much more different than I expected. But what I can confirm on the research I've done with the DE version though, I have a very strong feeling they're going to bring back tombstones, because I believe a lot of people were kind of complaining about unique enemy responses. I think I actually have most hours on X. See, a lot of people told me X is the best. For me, I'm not the biggest fan of X. I don't think it's a bad game, but I don't think it's the best, unfortunately. I need to give it more time though. I've only played a little bit. Expands, I think what I want to do is equip that. Does Jin have his stuff yet? Yes, so Ox Crystals, Blades Accessories. That's the best way I can put it. But your favorite one, the first one is your favorite one. I really like the first one. I think the first one goes what I was saying is probably the best one in the series. I'm just making a big claim because as much as I love 2, I think the first one did a little bit better in terms of like presentation. And that's the best way I can put it. I still haven't fought against the super bosses because I kept dying against Ancient Daedala. I rage quit with Ancient Daedala as much as I want to do. But X, okay, so X had more stuff to do. That is true because it's a open world. At least it had a navigation system. I feel like X was a little bit grindy though. At least that's how I felt going against the prone in their own like base. I think it was in chapter, was it chapter 3? I don't remember. Yeah, so I feel like, okay, so I'm not the only one that thinks it was a little bit grindy because for me, it's not a bad thing to grind, but I feel like I went against prone way too many times. None of that. Why would they add a Territorial Robart in that game? Just rebrand it as like Territorial Robart's Descended or Mutation or whatever. Molosov really loves that monkey. But if you guys want me to help you and like spoil little things about Territorial Robart, he and the movable Gonzalez are not in this game. So you guys could take me a little bit later. I managed to beat Teletia the Endbringer though. Oh, I have not gotten that far on X yet. I don't think I could ever do a project on X because there are way too many things to do, and I'm not even finished the game yet. I think we're an appropriate level to do this because, guys, think about it in the long run. I feel like
Looks like Hayes isn't here yet.
I feel like I think I heard Teletia the Endbreaker was the most difficult unique monster though. What the? Holy frickles! That is a. We've seen this crater before too.
This should be the village of Feltley.
Well, we're gonna remember this.
It's almost like glass. Rumor among the mercs says that's the hallmark of the Aegis.
But why would he do this?
Because he's a douchebag.
Look out!
Whoa! Naruto runs.
Jin!
Transformers. Oh wait, wrong game.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we're going against one of the architecture types. That's ready right off the bat. Level 8. Yeah, I wanted to be level 10, but it is what it is. So the Gargoyle, you don't need to really worry about. He is weak against the light, but we don't have a light attribute party member, so I wouldn't really worry about weaknesses. Recommendation, I would probably just end up breaking him and then toppling him. That's the best strategy I can think about this fight. I have about 400 hours in X and around 250 in the first game and under 400 in the second game. You know, the second one was actually pretty long because of the affinity charts we had to do for Rare Blades. But, you know, you would think the first one would be a little bit, like, much longer to complete because they got a lot of side quests, a lot of missables, and no. There was a lot of side quests I did miss in the first game, so if I were to ever 100% that game, which, I don't know, asking you that in like, what, 5 years or so, then maybe I'll do it. But I need to do it on my own time first. So Drawcon uses Corvin. Corvin is actually, he has a really insane crit rate for a tank blade. It's crazy. These are actually really good. Vacanus, I mean, what?
This is no normal monster.
Not an Ardanian Titan weapon either.
Maybe it's Malice's.
Bingo!
Get down, you two!
Whoa! Light. Holy freckles. Are they angels shining on us? Probably not.
Holy.
Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen. Holy freckles. She's smoking hot. There she is.
That was a close one.
Looks like Malos's artificers are still roaming around.
So it
Oh,
was-
yep. Returning from the second game, we got Mithra. And introducing, or returning from the first game, returning from the base game, excuse me. And now we get to see who this guy is.
Hey,
Miss Metal
wait a
Face.
minute.
I like Metal Face. Who is this clown? Oh. The Torna emblem.
The emblem of Torna.
It's in the title screen.
You are Jin, right? Wow.
Still looking fine.
I came all the way out here, and who do I say but the paragon of Torna and his driver? You're so young. That core crystal was stolen 17 years ago. Quite a feat to pull off that heist at that age.
Are you going to arrest us? Execute us?
I don't know yet. I did just save you after all.
One locations we
How
gotta go to.
magnanimous.
Laura, there's no point in talking.
Yeah, there is no point. I think she knows pretty dang well. Oh, we're already going with that theme. Okay, I see how it is. This theme is actually pretty intense. I like it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got Mithra and her driver. Do not spoil who that is because I knew who it is. So, Mithra. Honestly, I would strongly recommend taking down Mithra first because not only is she really, well, the more bigger of a threat, she is, well, I would say she's a little bit easier to take down. The only problem I would say about Mithra is if the player does get caught into, like, say, like, her specials, then it can get pretty ugly. Even if you're in the same level as she is. Oh boy. But it'll be okay though. Once we take her down, we got Adam. And with Adam by himself, he's not that threatening. So I've had like debates on my my practice run to see which one took down. I always lost against Mithra because I took her down second. But Adam, not a big problem. Look at that whip. Then you got the swords. It wrecks a barrier. Give it some oomph.
The hell are these two? They're just a driver and blade. Where's this strength coming from?
Well, he is the paragon of Torna.
Oh, they're going all out already.
There's no need for you to.
Jeez. I'm using Siren already right off the bat. That's the second time she used it. I've seen the light. It told me she doesn't want to lose. Mid though.
You!
Soldier boy.
Incredible! You! Both of you!
Huh?
Huh?
Infamous quote.
That last attack, the force behind it was absurd. I'm amazed.
Oh, really? Well, that's just.
Oh, and passing the weapon. What a concept. How did you ever come up with that idea?
Controller.
Oh, well. We were broke.
Huh?
He's not gonna say it.
We couldn't afford meals, let alone another sword. And so we made do.
Well, at least they're being honest.
You're kidding. Oh man, you guys are the best. I haven't laughed this hard in ages.
What a weirdo.
I really, really like you two.
Awkward.
Master Adam! Sir!
Who is this Gormati kid?
Milton!
And Hayes.
Oh, thank goodness you're all right. Master Adam, are you hurt at all? Master Adam? You can't be the Adam Origo.
the Lord of
I
11.
think she said Adam
the fourth in
Oreos.
line to the throne of Torna.
Oh, come on, Milton. I've been with him the whole time. You really think these two would cause any harm?
You've been using your dumb artifice again.
Oh my god, he insulted Siren. Holy
So, yeah,
frickles.
Sure, nothing to worry about, right?
Milton? Who's this then?
Ah, this is Hayes. She rescued me from the jaws of some nasty monsters.
Well, I'd better give her my thanks.
Hayes!
Oh, was she with you?
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, my lady.
Even the core crystal, even Hazel's core crystal looks fully intact too. That's a little small detail I wanted to bring up. So we got 2 kids.
I see. So that's when. What a sad, sad tale, Nora.
Oh, here we go again.
Again. Neckerchief. A neckerchief.
Don't let it get cold now.
What is that? Just regular soup? Go for some chicken.
So then, how come you've enlisted with a band of mercenaries?
I guess I like the freedom. This way I'm not tied down. So I can help out. With causes I really believe in, you know? Going's tough everywhere you look these days, right? I can't ignore it, can I?
Quarantine.
I understand.
A fat load of good that'll do, in the long run. The world keeps turning anyway.
You might think that,
You ever get down in the Titan?
but
None in this
mercenaries and
game, I don't think.
statesmen each have their own
Kinda.
views and ways to effect change. It's not in vain.
A blade siding with humans. You don't see that every day.
Smart.
I think it's blades like you that are rare.
Well, duh. You do know what I am, right?
Lacking
Huh?
blades like you really are a rare sight. That may be for the best.
Oh, that burn though. That's what? 3 burns on Mytho already?
So, about Jin. I suppose you have to take him away from me.
I could try to slay you right here.
But
What's holding back though?
But my mission is to stop the Aegis's destruction. To subdue Malos, not to seek out lost trinkets. Who cares about paragons anyway?
huh?
How about you two join up? Lend us your strength. You're incredibly powerful. There's loads I want to pick up from you, like that trick from before. Let's see. We'll say I found the paragon on my journey and decided to entrust him to you.
Look at Mytho.
To
She's
help
like
with matters.
really embarrassed.
Well, sound plausible?
That's just.
Like, no. Don't get me involved. See, I like these moments. They're just chit-chatting, having fun. And, you know, something that we should be doing in real life, to be honest. But because, you know, social distancing and yada yada, really
How
difficult.
dare he speak to me like that? He thinks he knows me.
Course is the word.
Yeah, he is.
I meant you.
Burn number 4.
Me?
You meant you're unpolished. After you return to your core, you lose your memories. However, as you gain experience with people, gradually the nature of a blade, rather their feelings, they change and grow. You become more and more human.
Pay attention to that detail, ladies and gentlemen. It'll make more
But
sense
you
later on.
purposely keep yourself apart.
Oh, so now it's my fault?
No, not at all. I respect that part of you.
Um,
So we got green, we got purple ox crystals, and we got a red one in the DE version. Very interesting change, by the way.
Hey, are you angry about this whole Malos thing?
I'm not. Whatever happens, I'll protect you. Be sure of it. We cannot simply ignore what's happening in the world.
Okay, we're that
But-
crater though.
But what?
Please say you'll be careful.
I will.
We already got some strong connections right there. Jin and Laura, then Adam and Mithra. And this kid with Mithra and Milton.
Your Highness,
Just Adam is fine. What is it?
the going after Malos thing. Could it wait a few days?
Oh, is there something you need to do first?
Well, yes.
You see, Lady Laura seeks the whereabouts of her mother. Unfortunately, she has her mercenary duties to perform. Therefore, I often go out and conduct these searches myself.
I see.
I see.
Then you found her?
Yes. With all that happened yesterday, I did not have the opportunity to say. My lady, your mother is currently residing in a small hamlet called Torrigoth.
Torrigoth.
That's in Gormont.
That's on the edge of Gormott. Ardanian and Cian forces clash out there frequently. It's very dangerous.
Indeed.
You sure about that?
Right. No time to waste. Let us head out there.
What? But what about your mission?
You don't want to see your mother?
Of course, but
What?
Then let's go. Malos hasn't hit that part of the world yet. It's as good a place as any to look.
you're hoping we might find him there.
Exactly.
That sounds too easy.
We go to the village of Torrigoth to find Malos. And you go to Torrigoth to find your mother. Everybody wins.
And once I found my mother,
I don't know about that.
I join up with you?
That's the general idea. I'll send my people to notify your mercenary friends. And perhaps we could find a place for your mother in the capital. It should be safe there.
I
Is
hope
this
so.
normal princely behavior?
if you think this is bad, just stick around for a bit.
Nobody's like making you come along, you know.
Well, unfortunately, a driver and blade are one in body and soul.
As if you don't do whatever you feel like anyway.
Burn number 5.
I know this is all very sudden. Still, we don't know where we'll run into Malos next. It makes sense to stick together, as much as we can.
Yeah, I can't argue against that. Who is this clown? He's spying on. Oh my gosh, he's ugly.
Isn't that?
Yep, that's the guy who got killed. Or try to kill. And how do you become a driver? So,
I'm mistaken it. That's the blade.
I'll explain it after this cutscene. Ew, it's comic garbage. I forgot comic garbages were in this game. Who's he talking to?
Aye, it's Blue Fist.
Nah, I'm just messing. There's no Mechon in this game.
The whole village was wiped out.
Oh, so you're the one who's
Found
responsible.
myself some great cool crystals, eh? And I found something else too, something real interesting.
Alright, Sonic Suits. To answer your question, for a driver, to become a driver, you would need to get a core crystal. Open it up,
Uh-huh. Give me some time to take care of this,
And-
okay?
when you open it up, you become a driver. But
Be in touch.
there are some risk that happens, which it was explained in the base game.
Ha! Fate's a funny thing. Never thought I'd get to take back that paragon. What I stole in the first place.
Ah, he's a greedy little pig, so... Okay. So back in Chapter 2, unfortunately in this game, there's no core crystals at all. Like, once we get a blade, we're stuck with that. But in the base game, they have a little thing called core crystals where normally when a potential driver opens a core crystal, they become a driver if they have the willpower and potential to become a driver. Otherwise, various health effects happens. Torna, the fat, filthy Nopon, kept he kept having nosebleed. So that is one example of why he couldn't become a driver. So for this game, because we already have our set blades like assigned to each party member, because we can't arrange them. So what do I mean by this, you may be asking? Well, allow me to demonstrate. So we have Team Adam. So we're not able to substitute, but now that we have Hayes in the party, this is where everything gets pretty interesting. Laura is she's the only person that has a healer on the team. So she's a hybrid of attack and healer, also known as the cavalry class. I would say Laura is, well, very versatile, to be honest, depending on how we build her, but I think for her purposes, and yes, we got talent arts too, but I think for her purposes though, it's a little iffy, if it makes sense. What we're gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade the Hungry Snake because, well, I do want the break to have higher priority, and know that we also have Adam and Mithra joining the party as well. Adam is more of an attacker, and, well, if you could prioritize, well, he has launch, so we can do technically a full driver combo at this moment, but for me particularly though, for Adam to really have like very successful builds, I would probably prioritize attack on him, and know that we have some driver infinities that we gotta fill out, because holy frickles, I almost forgot about this. Already in the beginning of the game, I'm starting to forget basic stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade, 2 of our nodes. But once that's done, we get some more infinity. To infinity and beyond. I do want this because that will allow us to actually start using arts outside of battles, so that's gonna be very interesting. Not only that, Adam packs more of a punch than Laura, so that's gonna be interesting. So here's what I would do. Since we have Adam, I do want to give him like a couple accessories. I think that should be okay. But now that we got that done, holy frickles. Mithra. Her stuff hasn't really changed much from the base game. If I were to say anything, Lightspeed Flurry has been nerfed a little bit. Instead of being from fully 100, it did nerf down to 60% maximum. We'll talk a little bit more about this later on, but right now, Infinity Charts, I think we're gonna go, let's see, Collaborate Scorepox. I think I want to fill out this node first, because holy frickles, those nodes, they can really add up. And then with that, we have Hayes. Hayes is like the healer, but we can't really do anything about this one. Wait, Slash. I think we can actually take down a Regal because, well, Rogals are not that bad. But for Hayes, though, I would actually recommend using the Emergency Guard on her. Frickles. But Sunlight Eye, I guess we can start using those, but unlike the base game, however, we don't need to refine them, which is a huge plus because I got really annoyed with the with the whole refine with ox crystals and whatnot, because those got really annoying really fast. But other than that though, Mithra, I would highly prioritize, well, what's it called? Crit on her, because crit, we'll talk about her stuff a little bit more details on how I want to build her, but Mithra should have a higher prioritization in terms of well, other stuff. Not only that, we can actually switch, we can actually start going to the battle with blades instead of drivers, but I think for this purposes though, I think I would actually rather stick with drivers first for the most part instead of blades. Let's see. Other than that though, let's go ahead and take out these Arlos really quick because, well, I think we haven't filled out Jin's Infinity chart for this node yet. At least I don't recall. But once that we got this done, we're gonna go ahead and take care of some spore poxes so that we can like never actually like backtrack here later on. But yes, now that we have haze, the thing on the what's it called? On the left side over there is called the blade switch. I would call it the blade switching, where it allows us to switch blades on will, assuming that it actually recovers from charging from cooldown. But it's really cool because Haze is, she's really good in like early game because she's the only healer we have. But other than that though, defense prioritization on Haze pronto, because Haze, just like most healer blades, like the first game and the main game, it's a little hard to tech in. But hey, we got 2 notes from Jin. Sweet. So like that, that's just we'll try UI's like, oh, this is gonna take a while, but it's I would dare to say it's Haze can definitely be good, but I don't really recommend starting out with her though. Who is this filthy Nopon? What are you doing here? Okay, but what are you doing here? Oh, we had the Sin Crystal already. Holy frickles. I think this still changes Mitra's appearance, which I guess I'll show that off. So you may be saying, but Frosty, who cares what she wears? Yeah, those tights, it's a really good Ox Crystal on her, but I'm not going to be using that. No way. Hey, the lady's got to show some more skin, just in my personal opinion. So we're going to go ahead and like unequip it. Whoops. Bam. Now she can show her skin to her heart's content. But anyways though, like, jokes aside, we're going to backtrack a little bit to, well, other places. I did not mean to pick that up. That is for something else, much later on. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and backtrack to where some of the score boxes are. After that, we will take care of the like any enemies that we need to take care of around this area. We will do it right now, and then once that is done, we will actually progress through. Because unlike the base game, we don't need to do like immense amount of backtracking, so that's amazing. So we gotta kill 3 of these guys, if I recall right. Caterpiles, holy frickles. I guess I could go ahead and try to demonstrate, what's it called? We're gonna go ahead and talent art this. Its talent arts are exclusive to drivers mainly, but it can really be helpful. We got some launch going on, and that's a full driver combo right there. Mithra has smash on when she switches into Vantage Guard, or Vanguard, excuse me. So helpful. That's how easy we can do driver combos in this game. It's amazing. Alright, so we killed Scorepox 1. There's another one that we gotta kill over here. Interesting name, though, by the way, because we're also Caliber too. And there is a treasure chest I did miss because I was trying to avoid a level 9 Buffalo, but you guys wouldn't know. Alright, what I would recommend though is, because Swallow's fight does cost half the HP, it's a little risky. But what it does is like the player sacrifices half of their HP, but Laura gets some really fast cooldowns. So that is the trade-off, but hey, it works. Now, would I recommend the player using it? Honestly, I would recommend that CPU use it a lot more, because technically the player gets targeted a lot more often.
Looks like you're getting the hang.
Initiating. I'll try to attack from behind. Oof. I don't like stabbing enemies in the back, but we gotta do what we gotta do, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's see. Where is another Scorpox? That was the Buffalo I was trying to avoid earlier. And we gotta kill that one bird. Ah, fine, I'll kill you. Just to, you know, get some driver combos in. I mean, Swallow's fat. Flight. Demon head. Alright, because I really do need to rely on the switch on Jin. That's another thing too. Oh wow, he already got smashed already? That was ridiculously fast. I want to show off Adam, I really want to showcase Adam, but the only problem is it's best if I actually do showcase him while we're playing as him. Because I think Adam is a little bit better when it comes to player pick. Just in my personal opinion. But hey, take it for candy sugar. Yeah, that's the Buffalo that I remember pretty dang well in my first playthrough. I'm gonna go ahead and start a fight with him. He's level 9. That's why we didn't really go against him. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start using Solo's flight, excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead and break it. Break it down, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, and then switch out. Topple. Alright, are you gonna launch him and smash? Sweet. Got that full driver combo ready. I don't know how many times we did this combo, driver's combo. So you're gonna have to do it in exact order. Break, topple, launch, smash. You can't do it any other order because, well, the game doesn't function that way. But I mean, driver combos can do high amounts of damage. Although, take the candy sugar, it doesn't work all the time with... It's mostly good in this game compared to the base version. But to me personally though, I would dare to say that because we're going to be doing a lot more driver combos in this, you know, game compared to the vanilla version, I would dare to say it can be I would say that driver combos are situational and on the base game, but in this one, because we are limited to what we have in utility, driver combos are going to be essential. Especially, well, you know what, we have this last one that we gotta kill, so why don't we go ahead and kill this guy so we get Mythra's node out of the way. And not only that, her stuff is going to be a little bit more freed up, so that's awesome. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use a Talon Art, because holy frickles. This guy, as soon as he's break, we're gonna go ahead and topple him. Boom, bada beep, bada bam. Smash for the win. Wow. He really screamed mercy. I can definitely say he did not want to be killed.
What was that now?
Easy now, guys. We're all friends.
Yeah, easy now. Sweet.
I got your back.
Mythra's Infinity chart isn't that difficult to fill out this time around, especially when it comes to this. Like, some of these notes are really easy to fill out. Let me see. Desserts. Yep, they're forcing us to craft stuff in this game for Infinity notes, but it's not a big deal. Already in this game, we've already pulled 9 driver combos. That doesn't tell you how much easier driver combos are in this game. And we don't even have the full party members either. Then I don't know what does. Ooh, I do not want to take care of you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before we technically progress through, I do need to find one more enemy to fight called the, one of the bird enemies called the Rogel? But I think what we were gonna do... Oh, we got some level 30 enemies here. No, I'm not gonna go there yet. That's for something else. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and venture forward. Once we kill that enemy, we will go back to main progression. The main reason why we're doing this now is because it makes way more sense to do this now. And all of that, we just gotta kill one of these. I thought he was a unique monster when I first saw that name in Haze's affinity chart. No, he's a regular enemy that we gotta kill once. That's it. Oh, yeah, okay, if you wanna die, be my guest, but just gotta target you really quick. Sweet. Alright, we're just breaking him. He's gonna go down before we even initiate the full driver combo. Warning cry, you are a dirtbag. Warning Cry, that's what I don't like about the aerial enemies. It's not that it's broken. It's more like they really just call reinforcements really quickly. Oh man. You guys will understand my salt with Warning Cry much later in the game. But for now, it's not a big deal. Alright, Haze gained Infinity +1. Sweet.
You can rely on me to aid you.
Yeah, I'll definitely try. This will do overtime, and I think we're good. So let's go ahead and... Freckles. No, I wanted to do skip travel. Let's go ahead and go to... Well, on the main path, of course. Because that's where we're supposed to go. I just wanted to do some side questing just for Affinity chart grinding a little bit right there, because the sooner we get those nodes done, the better. And let's go ahead and start crafting stuff, shall we? Because Jin does require his stuff to be crafted at least 10 times, from what I've understood that node. We could chit-chat with our allies if we choose to do so, but I think crafting might be a bit better. So here's the thing. So we are very limited to what we can craft right now because we don't have all the necessities, but let me bring it down to you. Lore contains mostly charms. Jin has like most of the great useful stuff for pouch items, which I do humbly am thankful for. So Haze has talismans. Talismans are pretty good on a certain other blade, but the recharges are pretty dang good. But there is a good item. There's an item later on that's much better. So Adam, we can actually craft key items in this game. For him, it is going to be very useful, although Adam's grinding is a little bit annoying though. So definitely take that into consideration. The more stuff that we craft, the better, because if the player has crafted an item before, it will display a check mark. And yes, we'll talk about that much later on. So, and rest feature. Just like the inn, we can actually level up if we choose to do so, which Adam's now level 11. We can only do it with our bonus EXP that we can get from side questing, killing monsters, over killing them, or various tasks. It really depends on what we do and what it is. But me personally, I'm happy with this. Alright, before we do this, what I love about the collection point is they will actually show indication of, well, what the items are. We can't really interact with that machine yet. So honestly, yes, the more stuff we open, what does that do? The more stuff that we open, the better. We can revive. The revival system. Talk about that. The next major fight. Alright, let's go ahead and progress through. I think we sidetracked pretty long enough. If anything, I think I stalled enough time. Ooh. Ukular's Trail. I feel like this sounds very familiar. Oh, these. Oh my goodness. Remember in the base game there was only like 2 of those? Yeah, this game doesn't hold back on them. So we got a quest. Quests, what they do is you're given a task, you gotta complete it. You're given an objective to actually complete it. Although the pink icons, well, they show, well, the pink icons are the main story ones, which are required to progress through the story. The blue icons just mean they're optional, which is side questing. Although I will be doing something a little bit different with how we're doing the side questing in this game, because in the base game all we did was side questing during post game. This one we're going to be combining both of them together before we start the tackle the final boss. So that's that. Oh my goodness, we got some more of these guys. That's lame. We're not gonna give up though. Alright, it looks a lot more faster too. Cloud Arachno. Huh, I did not know Cloud was a spider from Final Fantasy VII. Oh man, I really want to get that game, but it's sold out everywhere. So, rip. Maybe I'll order it whenever it becomes in stock because I don't even have my PS4 right here, so it's not a big deal. Sweet. Look at that. Are we done yet? No, we're not. Yes, only Hayes can do this. Which is, you know, I think there's a what's it called? One of her nodes does involve with this. Ether. And we got this purple looking collection point. Which I do believe it gives out significant what's it called? Significant collection point. I believe it's exclusive to only to those particular locales, if I'm not mistaken. What bar is the way? It's all good though. Alright, that should... I was gonna say, does that increase Hayes' trust level? New tips have been added. Thanks, Facebook notification, as if I didn't get enough notifications already. Let's see. I saw something with the trail. Whose chart was that? Yeah, I didn't really do my homework on the affinity charts. Rip. Let's see, open treasure codes. So who was the trail one then? That's interesting. Terminal flash, that's something else. Alright, so I must be imagining things. Alright. Okay, can we enhance anything? Yes, I can enhance Jin, Star Slash. And Hayes, oh man, I forgot to upgrade you. We're gonna prioritize healing really quick. Because what I typically do is I try to go a little bit all-rounder with the arts upgrades. But some of the stuff is a little iffy, if it makes sense. Yeah, I need you to get some more HP. I can't heal you forever, Adam. He already has 3 nodes done, just a little FYI. Am I able to switch? No, I'm not. I'm not able to switch my party members yet. Freckles. Alright, I like how the Hoxes are just ignoring us. That's a good thing. Da, da, da. Blah, blah, blah. Monsters dealing with the villages. Okay. Why is this all of a sudden? Yada, yada. I think what we're gonna do is actually take the side quest on because as I mentioned before, returning from the first game, which I find ridiculously a little bit annoying that everyone, you know, everyone complains about the community system. I kind of agree with it's brand new to how they integrated in this one, but it's technically a revamped version of the first game's Infinity community charts. So we're pretty much making friends. And Freckles. Ladies and gentlemen, please do the side quests. Trust me. If you don't do the side quests, there are no missable side quests whatsoever. But if you do them much later on, it's gonna really bite you in the butt. So, do the side quests. I learned that the hard way in my first playthrough too. Otherwise, the pacing is gonna become like very bad. Which I really don't want you guys to feel that way because we're here to have a great time, and not only that, the pacing, I wanted to make it as smooth as possible, if that makes perfect sense. So let's go ahead and see what's up here. Okay, we got some wolves. Yeah, I guess we gotta kill them. I mean, the more enemies we kill, the better anyways. I hate this guy's guts. Who asked you? Alright, let's go ahead and kill some more enemies, ladies and gentlemen. Level 9s are not that bad anyways. I really wish I was a little bit, what's it called? A little bit higher, but it is what it is. I love how Lord, like, breaks things pretty easy. Ah, he's already dead. Oh, what the frickles? You came out of nowhere. Holy frickles. That was very uncalled for, man. But oh well. It's not like we can't handle this guy anyways. It's no big deal. Oh, he's a required enemy. I should have known that. Alright, wow. He launched, but then he didn't get smashed. Okay. Alright, now that we cleared that objective, let's go ahead and go back to the person that assigned this to us. Do I want to kill you? You know what, we'll just kill you. There are 3 caterpillars, no big deal. And not only that, I can just go ahead and just like swallow fight that. And not only that, we're gonna be like switching out pretty soon anyways. These guys are not that difficult. I mean, caterpillars have always been more of a beginning game enemy anyways. The thing I will mention though is they do kind of collect a status called poison, which does suck. But other than that though, as long as you're like pretty cautious and have your healer up doing their own action, the player should be okay. Oh, I see a treasure chest here. We want to open that for Haze.
You're coming with me.
Sweet. Leather gloves. What are those? Increases dex, aka accuracy by 20. Nah, we have sunlight. Oh, we have green barrels. I will take care of these much later. Much later. I don't want to mess with green barrels at all until we get our certain objective. But yes, I think that's coming up very soon too. Oh man, the soundtrack is so good. It's peaceful. It's pretty upbeat. Gives that not mysterious vibe, but it gives out that like atmospheric joint joy, if that makes sense. Ooh, what is this? We got like a we got some gold.
This is becoming addictive.
Oopa! I thought Oopas were like those little midget frog tadpoles things. I don't know about you guys, ladies and gentlemen, but Oopas have always been a questionable enemy archetype, in my personal opinion. I don't know, like, those are the main ones I really remember. Like, they're called, there's caterpillars, there's a lot of, Crabbles, Crisp, Oopas. Oopas definitely stand out to me the most, though. I don't know why. Become our friend. Sweet. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, communities, this is required to 100%. This is mandatory. I hate to say it. It's mandatory. Up until when we get to a certain level. But trust me, the earlier we fill those out, the better. And all of that, little pro tip. If the player, if you see someone with the like a happy face logo above a little bit underneath their NPC speech, if that makes sense, you're gonna see that they joined the community. If it's yellow, it means they're able to join your community at that time. Just note that not everyone's gonna join the community right away, because the community system, how it works is that they're all most of them are interconnected with each other, or they won't unlock until you get to a higher community level. A lot of people do get kind of confused with that. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while to find a couple community members myself, but all that ends well, that ends well. Alright, blah blah blah. I want to get a few more side quests here. Pouch items, I've already explained what that is, and EXP, we've already explained equipments. We did that much earlier game. Alright. So why don't we go ahead and talk to some of these NPCs with the question marks, which indicate they have a side quest available for us. Oh boy, this guy. Driver coaching. So, driver coaching, what it is just you have to perform driver combo from break to topple. That's it. But it's to give a sense that the player, we do need to start doing driver combos. Unfortunately, the ones that we've already did like 10 times, it doesn't count towards. Unfortunately. But it's all good. And we're gonna go ahead and talk to Isabel. Yeah, let's just go ahead and listen to her story, because she just believes there's a myth about treasures with those crystals, with the Barney crystal stones. I think we're gonna do this side quest really quick, because while we're not able to finish it, I believe it's worth noting to do right now before we actually head out. It's like we're becoming friends. Freckles, not meaning me to pick that up. But hey, I mean, we're gonna have to come back here at some point, so it's really no big deal. All right, let's see. I want to open. I think we want to open this one really quickly. Ooh, some Fang chips. Normally those, I would save those at much later, probably not until like the very end of the LP, but I think for now though, it does kind of make sense to use it. All right. Oh, Sword of the Fox. What does the fox say? Oh, rip. I did not mean to equip that on her. Shoot. She's gonna lose a lot of block rate. It's all good though, I guess. Alright, I guess we're gonna open some of these up too, because they are technically in the dock area. So, and I think we're gonna trigger an NPC very soon with this. Ooh. Affinity node and gain, because I'm pretty sure that's from the treasure troves. Let's go ahead and open up those guys. The only reason why I opened up those green barrels because they're just technically in the area, so it's really no big deal. But like other times, like the area that we just, you know, I avoided, it made more sense to avoid those because I mean we're gonna be backtracking pretty much everywhere in Torna, no doubt about it. Gonna be a lot of backtracking, but we'll manage it somehow. Bunny and chokers, those only gain luck. Luck really isn't that helpful in this game. It just increases your chances of getting a certain rare item that the player desires. That's it. Oh, dang it! I need to do the stone. Shoot. All right, we're gonna do the stone side quest after this when we land to Torrigoth, aka Gormott. So yes, we're off of Torna. Or we're gonna go back to Torna as soon as we do the certain side quest. Because I know where that stone is. I like how the loading screen, like the loading icon is actually Jin's mask instead of the core crystal. It makes way more sense. Oh, it's already raining. Well, it's not as big as most people say it is. Rip. So do you move from Titan to Titan? Mostly, no. We do have the free will to go to between Torna and Gormott, but most of the game takes place in, what's it called? Torna. Torna is the big portion. And I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing with Gormott, this is pretty much most of it at this point. They had to make Gormott much smaller in this game because, you know, exploration and whatnot. Hey, you can't go wrong with this music. All right, yada yada. Never mind that. Oh, right? Question mark? We got some more familiar faces, it looks like. All right, so he won't become available until like later on. Wait. You're the one who I wanted to talk to about the green barrels. So yes, they are really evil with this. And so, okay, if we activate the side quest, right, we have to open green barrels. This guy is not going to be joining the community until much later in the game. Trust me, I know the pain because I had to do it twice. That's right, you see that number there. There's actually technically 70, I think there's 77 green barrels. It's ridiculous. But we're gonna do it. That's why, this is one of the main reasons why, this is one of the few reasons why no one likes to do the side quest, because green barrels are hidden throughout the entire, well, both Titans, but I think the Tornan Titan is a lot worse when it comes to green barrel setups. We're gonna go ahead and go back to Torna. We did see, you know, green barrels within that crater section. We're gonna go ahead and tackle those really quick. and also take care of, well, the stone stuff. Oh, I think I skipped travel the right appropriate place.
Remind me why we're here again?
Yeah, we're just here for this. Ooh, those green barrel side quests is gonna kill me. If not, maybe the filthy nopons. Because you guys know, the Frostman doesn't roll with filthy nopons. Nopons are evil. Except for Ricky. Ricky's the only cool one, as I mentioned many times before. Besides, we need all the rocks we can get to, like, whenever you see these collection points, ladies and gentlemen, I would highly recommend picking up every material as much as possible because, oh boy, they're going to become super helpful. Not only that, we have this over here.
This is becoming addictive.
I wouldn't say addicting. I would say more like grinding, to be honest, Laura, but okay. You do you. See how, like, he's... Oh, I was gonna say, see how he's not aggroing us anymore? Me and my big mouth. Oopa! You know, I could have just killed some of these guys over here. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up this slate piece. Those are technically not really important until much later on. Oh, we got some fish enemies that can spit out electricity, question mark. Alright, enemy weaknesses. The enemy weakness will be shown above the, like within the enemy's, next to the enemy's name on the right. See how we have a Upa that's weak against lightning? If Adam does his, like, lightning arts, well, that's where extra damage is going to come in handy. Not only that, we successfully did topple. Sweet. We just got to do a couple topples, and then we got to talk to him, like, a little bit later on. The same guy. How are we not... I was going to say, how are we not killing him? He has a lot of HP then. Alright, let's see. We're going to go ahead and break him. Or not. I was hoping to, like, do breaking and topple, because breaking and topple are going to be the main portions. Because we only got to do it 3 times. But because we already did it once, we got to do it 2 more times. Oh, sweet. We gained a level. Alright, but the stone technically is located in these falls here. Oh, geez. We already have a level... You know what? There's a level 11 enemy here. We might as well kill it. Alright, let's go ahead and get those down. Not only that, we got some T-bolts in this place. I just gotta make sure I topple him, like, right on it. Never mind. He screamed for mercy. Alright, there's the Barney Stone. I think there are 4 of them total in Torna. Alright, let's see. Featured unique to Torna. Let's see. Fight off some monsters, but we get some blah blah blah. That's where I would definitely say, if you... Gotta be prepared. I believe we are prepared, so why don't we go ahead and collect some of these stuff. I mean, if we do die, those... That was weird. Once we do this, I mean, if we do die, the collection points do spawn back, so it's really no big deal. And not only that, I could definitely use some more cooldowns too. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare die. Ah, Frickles, he died. I'm trying to go for like more breaks, that's the thing. I guess Lapsy Flyers are not the best examples, but maybe in the future. Oh geez, more enemies are gonna spawn back, eh? Alright, now we can start breaking and then topple. There we go. That's like the easiest way I can think of doing Jarva combos that way. Water pistol. I wouldn't count on it, my friend. Besides, these Flammies though, they gotta go. Sweet. I'm pretty sure... Oh wait, I thought we already killed this one. Rip. Now we got some level 11 enemies here. Alright. Shoot, I did not mean to do that. Frickles, that's gonna cost me a lot. Adam, I could really use some help, man. Jin, your cooldown. Go, 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 go. Ah, dang, I was way too late. Wow, we actually died and then we actually succeeded. Amazing. But hey, we got some keynotes done. Let's go ahead and check out what we got for Jin. Wow, that wasn't Hailstorm, really?
You can rely on me.
Wait, all regal. That sounds like a unique monster. Cascade Crabble. Yes, I know what Cascade Crabbles are. Okay, interesting. All right, let's go ahead. Driver's Infinity. We can go ahead and upgrade Laura. Laura is gonna become more important actually in terms of like early game. All right. Let's see what's inside this treasure chest. It is a secret flag blueprint. Interesting, but I think we're gonna keep the rest of the stuff. New recipe acquired. Usually new recipes don't really acquire until like we actually beat the certain side quests. But I'll gladly take this. T-Bolt, okay. Alright. Ah shoot, we're too OP. Even on normal mode, this is not that bad. I'm actually quite surprised. Alright, let's go back to the harbor, turn in that treasure, see what she has to say. And yes, we see this filthy Nopon all the way back here from the what's it called? The Gormont. Filthy Nopons. Tell you the juicy details. She's not gonna be satisfied, by the way. Oh no, she is. But there are a couple more Barney stones that we gotta find, which is involves with an infinity chart. Filthy Nopons. The Frostman will never forgive him. Oh, for a minute, I thought the game froze. Sweet. That muscle band actually increases attack. I do want to give that to Adam. Besides, he doesn't really have anything else. And besides, let's see. Anything else I want to give him? Probably not at the moment. Our setup may not be the most ideal, but trust me, I think it's good for now. Oh, sweet. Hayes gain infinity. I love it when, like, blades just gain infinity. It's just amazing. Sweet. +2, nice. Go shopping. I don't have that much money, but okay. These will be throughout time. That's our special, if I'm not mistaken. Gerbles, we can definitely easily find those on Pebblestones. Those are, that's a special too. Alright, let's go ahead and skip travel. I do want to break those green barrels before we progress through, ladies and gentlemen. And then after that, we're going to go back to Gorma and proceed through the main story. Very different how I'm doing this. It feels a little weird to me because technically I would go to where we need to go right away, but because that community thing is going to become a major portion, I think it makes way more sense to actually do this first and then proceed through the main story. And yes, I'm going to be doing this like throughout the entire game because, oh my goodness, you know what? If you guys really want to die, be my guest. However, I'm not going to be stopping them. Alright, are you ready? Because, well, we're going to go ahead and like, not topple you because you're going to die. Alright, break, topple, sweet. That's what she wrote. And all of that. If I can just... Oh, we're way over the level that we need to actually initially be anyway. So I'm not really worried about levels right now. What I am worried about is how we're going to be tackling some of the side quests in the most efficient time. I just now noticed this lighting is getting much worse. It's all good though. As long as you guys see my reactions, it should be fine. Alright. Let's go ahead and break some of these green barrels. Do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. Oh man. I can't believe there are 77 of these barrels. That's crazy. 77 or 75? It's one of those two numbers. Trust me, Laura, you won't be saying that as we do that side quest. Holy frickles. It's a lot. Okay, so I believe we're almost done around this area. I do want to double check around this section because we've technically never been to this part of this section before either. And not only that, yeah, I guess, Laura, but Yep, I knew it. These things are gonna kill me. They're gonna make me go mentally insane. Because everyone hates green barrels. But no one hates doing a barrel roll. But you know, we're gonna talk way more about these details as soon as we complete the side quests and the main game, because developer Microsoft decided to be nice for once. I know, right? Nice for once. With the green barrels later on. We'll talk about that once that day happens. Gosh dang it. What is inside that treasure chest, and what field skills does it require? I know we could get it up here, but is it an item that we can get right now? Oh, heck no. This is a late game stuff. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, I really like Hayes. Fandom Lenore. That is something I can't get around pronouncing. I'm sorry to say that, but for those who really like that name, it just sounds really strange to me. Memory Locket. What is that one? I think that's brand new to Torna. Benny the loss when teammates fall in battle. It's a good one during early game. I'm personally not gonna equip it though. Alright, crafting stuff. And then we're gonna head straight to I don't know if there's anything else I need to do. Organic charm. Mitra can't make anything. Adam can't make anything. Alright, so I guess Laura's the only one that could craft stuff. I will definitely say this right now, ladies and gentlemen. Driver's crafting is going to be a lot more time consuming than Blades. Just to let you guys know, I will not be crafting every single recipe on this particular file, but I will be doing that on my personal file to showcase, just like last time. But the recipes are not that bad, but grinding for what you need initially, there's a lot of grinding points in later side quests that require a lot of grinding. But right now, the more that we collect some of the materials, like as we go, the better. Not only that, collection points, I'm just glad that they're coded. Because if they were not coded, that would be something for me to worry about. So let's go ahead and skip travel to Torna. Yes, it says the whole map right there. That shows you guys how limited Torna is. Or not Torna, Gormont, excuse me. What else is around here? No something. Alright, we got some vendors. Typically, gold is not going to be a big problem until later on, but what I would recommend is buying a wolf shoes. Beasthood could be okay, but I think wolf shoes are definitely worth purchasing from this particular vendor, but this is the one that we really want to get into because it'll show you like this base status that's going to be changing for each of the blades. We're going to go ahead and buy this for Jin and apply it to Jin. No special effects though. And I do want to keep Hayes' block rate a little bit high. She doesn't really need to attack as much, but she does need to stay alive whenever we choose to switch into her. And Mitra, we're gonna give her the wingman chip. I mean the wing chip. She's already, her looks is already flying, ladies and gentlemen. So gonna keep that. Sweet. All right, so I saw Keen Eye just gain infinity. Sweet. What did she say? That's gonna be for us in the green barrels. Just a little FYI. All right, but yes, you can tell like most of these infinity charts are gonna be easy to fill out. I would dare to say there is one particular blade that has kind of a time-consuming chart, but for the majority of parts though, they're not that bad. Like over here, we gotta kill. Oh, that's a unique monster right there. I want to kill the fur gerbils, not the unique monster. That guy is actually pretty difficult. I think he's level, what is he, 12? Not 100% sure, but you guys will know. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and use Swallow Fight. I was gonna originally use that. Frickles. My fault. That is something. I do want to kill those though. My pride won't set that down. What? Oh yeah, he's level 18. Yeah. Oh shoot. But those gerbils, they gotta die. Cause I mean, Infinity Shards, ladies and gentlemen. Holy frick. Okay, I love how the brothers just try to like plow the thingamabobber. But not the main point though. I'm gonna go ahead and try to decrease our aggro. Come on. There we go. As long as we topple them, that's really all that mattered. As long as we don't get too close to that unique monster, we are good to go. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and switch into Haze. Haze is pretty good for like, she's not only a healer, but she has a thing called Wind of Time. She could stun it, she could like hold down enemies in their place for a very short amount of time. Besides Blade Talent Arts, I don't really use them that often. I think Driver Talent Arts are a lot more essential in my personal opinion. Okay, so let's see. This has Muscle Branch. Okay, so Muscle Branches are going to become super important later on. It's the only reason why we're collecting them. Or the okay, nah, I don't want to fight those enemies. Got some bunions. I want to fight the gerbils. Because the more gerbils we get rid of, the better. I'm assuming until we actually get to the thingamabobber. Alright, let's go ahead and like Hungry Snake it. Alright, because topple is, that's what we're gonna be doing mostly, so that's a good thing. And not only that, toppling these guys. Ah, so sad, Metro. You didn't get to smash them. Oh well. Look at that. Driver coaching, that's the main reason why I did that. And Metro gained Infinity because of Twilight Strike. Sweet. And this music. Much more jazzy compared to the base game. Alright. Oh shoot, I did not mean to go back there. Frickles. I meant to go back to the main area in Gormott. Shoot. Actually, no. I thought he was. Oh no, I got him confused with a different NPC. My bad. Alright, dude, we completed your side quest, but unfortunately for him, he has a different side quest for us. Which means we're gonna have to fight tougher enemies. Let's see, blah blah blah. Driver and Blade. So he did not join a community. Not strange, but this is this point where he does require us to actually interact with a different NPC and take on their side quest. But unfortunately, that NPC is not available right now. So we can't do that side quest yet. The Gerbils. Wait, was it Twilight Strike or was it the Gerbils? It's a Gerbil assassination, okay. Make sure you use it for all it's worth. Pinch Bunions, okay, we could definitely kill those. I love killing those animals. What does Beta have to say about that? They're bunions, I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't care about bunions. Alright. I guess. I do want to increase that node next. Yeah, I'm actually more used to playing Adam as the front rear, but, you know, Laura's not bad. Alright, let's go ahead and kill some more Pinch Bunions, eh? Pinch Bunions are not going to be that difficult. I mean, there's like a whole group... Oh no, those aren't the wrong Bunions. I'm looking for Pinch. Good, sir. We got the gerbils. Yeah. Surprisingly, Bunions have their own species. Different dedicated archetypes. Those are not the... Wait. Come back here, good sirs. Wow, they're really energetic in this game. Alright. We're here to like... You know what? We'll take on all of you guys. Pinch is the main one that we want to kill, but I'll gladly take some of these EXP. I mean, it's no big deal. As long as we don't die, we are good. We are good. Switch. Yes. That's exactly what it is. Adam's talent art is so good though. What he does is he sacrifices a quarter of his HP, max HP. And what he does is he can extend driver combos. It is ridiculous. I love it. Fabulous hat. I think that draws down aggro. Oh, it's Ether. I don't really have an Ether use. Well, I mean, Laura can be an Ether user, but I don't really see myself using that as her as an Ether. Alright, we're gonna open this chest. Nothing but gold so far. They really want us to go shopping, eh? Alright, we killed one pinch bunion. We gotta kill at least 2 more.
This is becoming addictive.
Mythos Infinity chart, ladies and gentlemen. In the flesh. Those are just baby fur. Ferris. No more bunions, eh? I mean, this is a big trail, so I'm not really complaining with the big trail, but bunions are like they're much more or less common in this game. No goal. Okay, so the other one has to be. So that's not what we're looking for. Either way, we're still going to be win to win because we get a collection point and we get some more stuff. Bunions! I never thought I'd be happy to see Bunion, but if we're killing them for Infinity Nodes, you betcha I'm going to be killing them. Yeah, we got this. Okay, as long as Laura doesn't have the... Oh, she still has the aggro. That's probably the main problem. Alright, we're going to go ahead and topple him. Adam's going to launch him, and then Mitra's going to smash. Sweet! That's amazing. See, I love this team coordination, ladies and gentlemen. When we get a third party member, whoever that is, then driver combos are going to become super ridiculously easy. Pinch, okay. I hope you're the only one we fight, because... I was going to say, what are you doing, Adam? Raid Strike! We're not going to be raided today. Alright. But other than that, though, this should be the last pinch bunny we gotta kill. I mean, at least to my knowledge. After that, I don't think there's anything else we really need to kill. Smash for the win. Victor for Smash Brothers, by the way. Victor and Rex. Level 1 special. Well, special level 1 plus. That's, I don't think I'm gonna be equipping that. Alright, Mithra, just see those nodes. Sweet. Oh, trust me, I really hope so. No, I really love Mithra. She's probably the best waifu in Xenoblade. Regal. Okay, we gotta kill another bird. Are you serious? I haven't seen any of those birds yet. Or at least around this trail. Not to my knowledge. I see these like Ix, these Camille's. That's a girl's name. But nothing else. I don't see. Don't tell me you have to kill that bird. If we do, it'll be my pleasure. Freckle. You know, I'm running away from these guys. That's too many enemies to deal with. Skywalker. Oh, I think that says Skywalker. Ah. Oh my goodness. This guy's really on my tail. I just want to fight that bird. Leave me alone. No, seriously, dude. Leave me alone. That's right. Go back. Go back to your place. I'm more interested in killing that the Rogolf, because that's needed for Infinity Node. That's what we're trying to prioritize right now. Just nodes. Oh boy, I do not want to fight that. Where did that dang bird go? It's like we're being bird watchers, but then we're not really interested in watching birds. More interested in like killing it, get the benefit of Infinity Node gain, and that's it. Alright. Gerbils. Okay, so he should be returning to this position here. That's right. We know where you're gonna be roosting, dude. You're level 15. Oh my goodness, you're level 15. I think we can handle you though. It should not be a big problem. I mean, we may be 2 levels under, but I believe we can take you on. I mean, I killed an enemy in normal mode before, and I was about, what, 12 levels under when we got Cassandra? That was really shocking. Oh man, memories of that Let's Play. That was amazing. See, like, look at that. Like, we may be slightly disadvantaged, but hey, we got it. Sweet. Oh, trust me. Yeah, many new players, I don't recommend fighting enemies that are higher level than you are, unless it's only by a difference between one. But veteran players, I think should be okay. Oh, sweet. What do you have to say? We got another Crabble that we gotta kill. Okay. So I'm trying to memorize this as we go. So if critical hit, yeah, I barely switch into Haze though. That's the problem. And we gotta kill one more gerbil. Okay. You know, speaking of gerbil's, here's one right here. I love how the music just started a little bit late there, but very coincidence that we found one right off the bat. Amazing. Lady Luck will keep shining on me, I guess, question mark. It's just coincidence, I guess. But regardless, though, I love just doing this. Sweet. Alright, is there any more enemies we gotta kill around the area besides Crabbles? Because I don't know if there is.
I'll make the most of
Yeah,
this skill.
definitely. I really do like Haze. I just wish she was a slightly better, like, have better defense, but hey, that's a drawback, so I'm not complaining about that. Okay, so I don't think there's any more monsters we gotta kill around this area. I mean, we're at the appropriate level that I've been wanting to get at, so I guess killing the Crabbles will be the last thing we gotta do, and we'll progress through from there and out, because Crabbles are a little bit out there. They're like typically in the, of course, vulture stuff because they're crabs, but not the main point. The main point is that the more enemies we kill, the better. You're a pinch bunion. I should have came here first and then kill you. And we got some green barrels over here, of course. You really have to explore areas throughout to actually get the best benefits. Alright, so this guy has a mission. I don't think we can do this at this moment. I don't think we can. Alright, the dock. Yeah, we can't do this one just yet. We have to become a little bit higher level. Oh, wait. Espina. That sounds very Spanish, by the way. No, I think we can do this. I mean, it is out there, and we can definitely use more trust nodes and more other stuff. What's through here, though? I love how these Camille's don't really target us. They're just having their peaceful moments. Amazing. Okay, so let's see. Is there anything else we got to do around here? Not much collecting. Not much other stuff. I should. All the enemies that we killed before, I should have waited because it's conveniently located in one area. Now you guys know. These flamingos. I'm just double checking if there's any more green barrels here, because those green barrels really do cause some mental problems. Insanity. Okay. The easiest locale that we can fight the Espina Burris is like closer to this section over here. Oh, Metro, you know exactly why we're here. We're here to kill some enemies. That's the main point. I guess this is really good for grinding, though. I could have done this a little bit later, but frickles it. Alright. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just get this up really quickly because, well, I'm gonna switch into Jin or Topple, and then Haze will get her moment, because I feel like we're being a little bit too unfair with Haze, to be honest, because Jin really is more powerful, as much as I hate to say it. I do want to finish up. Gosh dang it. Twilight Strike. Okay, I love hearing that, by the way. Fill out those nodes. What is it? What the heck? What's the what? What are you doing? Alright, but see that meter over there? I guess I'll go explain it. So, as the meter fills up, it's mostly about critical hits. The more critical hits you do, or the more damage output you do, your meter fills up significantly. There is a better feature that I wanted to explain a bit more, but whenever your party member goes down, right? Whether it be you or your other partner for your AIs, it would take up a whole part to actually revive your party member. It can be very good, but it does have its downfalls where if you do use it, you're gonna have to rebuild it again. Early game, it is pretty risky because, well, it can be very difficult to build out the meter back up because we don't have the most optimized set. But hey, what can we really do with limited utility, right? And this is the beginning game, but by the time we get to end game though, it should be no problem. Wow, he cried out his mercy. I wouldn't blame him. Oh, we don't have mining. That's a different blade. That's all good. That's all cool. All right, so Haze gain infinity, sweet, +1.
I've improved measurably.
Like that. We've already dealt 10 critical hits. That's amazing. And Mithra +1.
One step closer.
Terminal flash. Block and attack. Okay. What is her terminal flash? Is that her level 3 special? Yeah, that's her level 3 special. All right. The more you know, the better. And infinity charts. Yeah, Laura's the one I really want to upgrade, but that 375 is not that much. All right, let's go find more of those espinas and complete whatever the doc wants us to do. Because I'll tell you, it required more research or more tactics. I guess I was wrong. Oh, right. Okay, so doesn't look like there's any more espinas here. They do spawn back though, so it's really no big deal if we can't really find a third one right off the bat, but I wonder why they call it espinas. Espina. Don't you want to fight us, dude? I mean, you kind of look like some other character that we know. Alright, the only reason why I'm doing that is because, well, I do want to start using Haze a little bit more. I know we neglected her a little bit too much, but hey, I mean, Haze is good, but Jin outclasses her, and I hate to say that too, because to be honest, I like Haze much more than Jin. Sorry, Jin, but you don't cut out for me as much, bud. You went Obito in the base game. Alright, can we actually finish? I'm trying to finish him off as Haze, because that's required for one of her nodes. Alright, special. Sweet. Alright, we gotta kill your babies too. I forgot about that. Kinda don't want to switch out because, it's something. Besides, longer we stay playing as Haze, I think the better nodes we fill out. Plus, everyone's growing together too. Ooh, Hunter's chemistry. I saw that. That's a really good Ox Crystal. Alright, Doc, we did your homework. And we got some pretty good accessories, by the way. Or Ox Crystals. For Haze, she utilizes Hunter's chemistry very, very well. I love it. And jamming, she's not good with evasion though, that's the problem. Alright, regardless, let's go ahead and report back to the dock, complete that side quest, and progress through, shall we? I did see there's another side quest too, so we're gonna pick that up as well. Alright, Doc, we completed your research. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I met the Oleop. What are you doing, girl? Doc.
You have my thanks.
He was doing the Espina. You know, I always get him his side quest. When it says the Mia's Ma Slayer, I thought he was talking about the Ether portals. I guess I was completely wrong, by the way. Oleop. I don't know. Some of the AI placements is just really funny. Alright, let's craft. Jin can mix a lot of dish. I'll try not to, dude, but don't tell me what to do. Mitra's gonna make those. And I think that's good. Alright, what do we have to chit chat about? Battle earlier. Oh yeah, this is like, we have a lot of chat to catch up with, but it just, these chats, all they really do is they give you more and more backstory about the main characters and what's been going on. That's pretty much mainly it. I don't know why most people read the dialogues out loud, but for me personally, I don't like reading word to word. If I see something that's like very eye-catching, I'll commentate it and make fun of it. But I don't know some people why they would read word to word. But hey, that's their style, not mine. Not judging, of course. Just it's something I probably personally would never do. All right, and I think we're gonna go ahead and demonstrate pouch items because I think Jin needs 2 meat items. So I'll let that run its course, and we'll progress through, of course. So the Crabbles, I guess we'll take care of the Crabbles, and we should be our merry way. You guys make me feel a little under-leveled, but trust me, ladies and gentlemen, as long as I believe you're around level 12, you should be okay. It's been a while since I know more the base game more than Torna. Not surprising, right? But I think the upcoming major fight is actually around like level 12. If I'm not mistaken. Holy frickles, we got some Caterpiles level 28. Give it some oomph. Cooley Lake. I'll be honest, I prefer this version of Cooley Lake over the base game. It looks much more, well, I don't know the best word to describe it. Much more atmospheric, one shall say. Oh geez, yep. That's what happens when you've been when you cross enemy territory. Cascade Crabbles are definitely there for sure. I was trying to avoid getting hit, but those piranhas are. I guess you could say they were sharking it. Okay, we got treasure chest here. Oh, you're telling me that, Laura. The suspense has always been killing me. Oh my goodness. At least we only needed to kill one of those guys. I think Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the base version, base game. I can't even think of any times where we just kill a singular monster. No, maybe Corvin's chart, but that's an exception. But I think all the singular enemies were unique monsters. And then after that, the regular enemies, the normal enemies was killed like 5, 3, 10 times, etc, etc. Holy frickles, what happened here? Dang. What monster did this? No cheers, by the way.
Oh no.
Here too. Gormot's an attractive target, but this...
It's ridiculous.
Whoever did this clearly had no compassion or respect for the people they killed.
Well, whether it was Malos or someone else, either way, clearly they're all toast.
Mithra. Bad thing to say.
Laura.
It's okay. Mother could
There's
have
always
run
hope.
away somewhere safe.
Always hope. I hope so. Torregot Village. So, something I do want to bring up, though. I kind of like how they did rearrange, like they didn't really rebuild this place, but they migrated to a different portion of Torregoth. I believe this is where the lumber site started to form, if not the, or what's it called? The timber site. Shoot, I forgot the main locale that I was thinking of. But I believe this was rebuilt like closer to the falls area. See? Those green barrels are just gonna keep haunting us. They're everywhere. They're here. And they're the ones over there. Oh boy, yeah. A lot of people told me in the past, they're in the base game, whenever I decided to do this Let's Play. Oh man, the green barrels are gonna get us for sure. Because there's really no good way to keep track of green barrels. Like, community guideline, like the community lists, it's really no big deal. There was a couple that I had trouble with, but we'll go into those a little bit details and much later. But the green barrel list, though, there was no good resource that I found online that has a good barrel tracker. Plus, we got to show off all of them. So the green barrels is probably the one that everyone who's replayed this game, or at least like tries to replay it, that's like one of the two factors I could think of. The other reason, we'll talk about that in a bit, but it does involve communities. So we're not going to worry about that too much though, because we're going to be filling out communities spaces as we go. So that's the whole difference with reamping this project. I mean, the first time I streamed this, it was a blind playthrough. I rewatched that blind playthrough though. I cringed so hard. It's on YouTube, of course, but I cringed way too much because too many mistakes, wasn't fully prepared. Even like face bombing to like basic game mechanics. That's how bad that playthrough was. It was blind, so I can forgive it. Ah, we can't. Oh, I forgot we don't have mining. So yes, I'm just glad that the field skills are only limited to what we can do. The only downside is we had to do like the key nodes. The infinity nodes are not that bad, but like when you have to, the one thing I will definitely say is certain field skills in the vanilla game really pushed way too hard on the field skills. At least certain parts. This game, as long as you're on your infinity nodes, it should be no big deal. But hey, I mean, everyone plays differently. Like, field skills, oh boy. I was never on top of my field skills. That's probably why it kind of like boomed out. So there's that. We got a machine over there. We can't really interact with it. But the Crabbles, the Crabbles should be in this portion here, if I'm not mistaken. This is really the only Volta area. Ooh, fishes. Okay, I could have sworn there was something else that we needed to do here. Because, if you think about it in the long run... Oh boy, I do not want to deal with those. I really don't. Those crisps are really mean. Alright, what's in this treasure? Emergency gourd, emergency gourd. It's mostly good on haze, but... No, I mean, I'm not complaining, of course. Is this a yes, landmark check.
Good stuff.
Doesn't seem so bad.
It's good stuff indeed. Oh, we got a filthy Nopon. Rip. Pun's rival. Some people pronounce it Pun. We're not gonna be able to do this one until later. We're not at the appropriate level because what he wants us to do is kill those crisps. Yeah, he's funny. I'm not doing that. At least not right now. But the only reason why we're... You know, I'm just gonna take care of these now before I forget. And besides, we could try, but level 20, like 20 levels difference is a huge one. Even level 10 difference, this is a big one too, so I wouldn't really bother. Yeah, and that guy's actually guarding at their portal, so we're gonna deal with that later. What I do want to do is find a dang Crabble, because the Crabbles are here. I think. If they're not here, then I'm actually very surprised. Serene Springside. Serene Springside? Where the heck is that? Plains. Oh, we haven't found that locale yet. Oh, okay, that's why I was actually kind of struggling. Rip. Nah, that's all good though. We're gonna go ahead and continue main progression. I just want to get some distractions out of the way a little bit because, well, you never know when we have to deal with it. Jin. I don't know about you guys, but having Jin on the team where he was our main bad guy in the base game, because he went all Obito on us in the base game, it feels very different. Like, I love having Haze, I love having Mithra again. But Jin, I don't hate the guy or anything. It just feels a little weird that he's on he's playable in this game compared to the base game. I don't know, maybe it's just me seeing him used to being a dirtbag because he stabs everyone in the back. Let's be honest. But when I first saw that, when I first played this game and booted up, like, because I knew they had to explain something with Jin because it wasn't really too clear of why he went like super psychotic, aka Obito, on us, but this game pretty much explains everything. We just got like the spark notes in the base game because there was so much going on. It was revolved around Rex and Mithra and blah blah blah. This game, I hate to tell you guys, it's not based around the Aegis relationship. It's based off of Laura and Jin mostly, which I do welcome. Alright, is there any more green barrels we gotta do? Because green barrels are funny. Sarcastically. I think that's all that we can do here. Alright, we're gonna come with it. There's an incoming cutscene. So to the graveyard we go.
Fresh graves over here.
Wait, what?
This kind soul must have dug them all.
Sorry about that, guys.
What's wrong?
I think she's starting to understand.
Should we maybe bury him too?
Huh? Yes, let's.
Quite sad too. So it is true. He did it. Oh man, this song is so sad. It's like
This. I made this for her myself. She kept all this time.
silence. That was a really sad moment. I'm not gonna lie. Like, especially combined with the piano song right there. It really adds empathy. Knowing that Laura was searching for her mom all this time to find out that she was actually dead. Or passed, sorry. It's quite sad. It's really sad indeed. Feels sweet. Trust me, you'll know. It was stated in the main game that, you know, because Laura did technically die, foretold in the main game, that's where he went all psychotic and, you know, Obito on us. So when Laura died, because he loved Laura so much, he lost, you know, he lost sight. So he became an AHEC and killing whatever was necessary. He hated humanity. Because he, you know, that's how he felt towards of Laura. So he became bad when she died, which it was shown in the main game. So that was really sad. I understand what he feels though, but going Obito though, it's like I'm having Naruto reruns again. We'll see, man. We'll see. I don't want to spoil any more of that, but we'll see. But Creeper Streeper, Streeper. I was gonna say stripper. What? No, but really though, it is really sad that we got to, you know, to observe that. The one thing I do want to point out though is, you know, there's something way worse going on right now, and it's not in the game, but like in real world. Creeper stripper. I mean, mince my words, won't you? Now you're interested? Oh, you're gonna see a stripper in this game, alright? Just, it won't be your type though.
Surround them.
Don't forget me. Think you could take us? Oh, these clowns come back. These clowns they're back.
Ardanian troops, Imperial Guard.
Oh, these gums.
Don't think you're gonna get away with your dirty deeds.
What? No, we just.
Oh!
Captain?
Returning back. So for that third thing you do to stripper part is enough. It is enough, but we got Bridget here, ladies and gentlemen. She is back from the main game, our vanilla game.
Lady Bridget, they're brigands. Same ones who attacked the village, perhaps.
Drivers of
Mercenaries.
blades. Mercenaries?
So that's Bridget.
Captain, I shall deal with these individuals. Emperor Hugo must be briefed.
Yes, ma'am.
Hugo? Is he French?
You lot, stay here and assist the Lady Bridget.
All right, we got a boss fight here coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Good music, by the way. But what would I recommend? Take out all the soldiers first. Oh, you got to be level 4. Oh, frickles! I thought it was level 12. I got my levels completely mixed up. Here's what I would do, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of the Ardanian soldiers ASAP, because the more enemies they are, the harder it is to like actually make combat. Because holy frickles, the Ardanian soldiers get in the way so easily. Think of them as like pests that need to be dealt with. That's the best way I can put it. And we're gonna switch into, well, stuff. And not into a stripper. Hey, we don't have a gun. Oh, why don't you have a gun? Well, my friend, we will have a gun at some point, but I won't spoil to what it is though. So here we have specials. Performs a blade combo. This is what I mean by, you know, things coming back. Okay. Main difference between this one and the main game. In the main game, you had to go through this annoying process of like elemental charting and whatnot. This one, once you make that elemental going, once you make that elemental attack, it turns into orb right away. So you can make 3 orbs in the special 3, so that's insane. Now, mind you, it's really good because, well, elemental orbs are going to be mandatory to what we're going to be doing late game, because holy frickles, if I don't know about you guys, but I really love elemental orbs, especially in this game. Like she already has a lightning orb, so there's no complications with this whatsoever. But if you're playing from the base game, you're gonna do a lot more work than what we're doing here. So just a little FYI. But hey, I mean, blade combos, it's an A+ in my book. The only thing is though, we can't really utilize to what we can do. The only thing I will definitely say, oh my goodness, she's legitimately just like trying to pwn us. But what I will say though is, some enemies have a status called Elemental Awakening, where if you inflict the Elemental Orb on them, they will get like sudden debuffs and become way more aggressive. It's ugly with some enemies, but for other enemies, not too bad. It depends on the situation. Yeah. Don't forget me. They don't really say anything in the Ardanian soldiers. Oh, remember back in chapter 7, ladies and gentlemen, about this fight? This is what they're talking about. So we know the truth. Phantom Flames. This is what they call a cat fight.
That was a pretty cheap trick. Keep going like that, you'll get a reputation. Cheap, you say? Don't be absurd. It's called tactics, look it up.
Why am I getting Fire Emblem
But perhaps that's
vibes?
something a simpleton like yourself could never hope to comprehend.
Ooh.
A simpleton?
Burn, number 6.
Your attacks scream it. Clumsy, heavy, no
7, 8, 9.
I was gonna go easy on you, but now
Whoosh.
me off.
Dang, she's going all out, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, dodge is like a ninja, though.
What was that? If that had
Simpleton, what's going on, Peak?
Oh, didn't like that, did you? I can see it on your face. Well, on that note,
Oh, she's now spamming it.
Haze, understood.
This is what her talent art is.
what? How?
Gravity.
Is this you? What the hell? She's our enemy.
Adam plainly ordered you to stop. Or didn't you hear him? Simpleton.
Rip. She can't do anything right now, though.
How extraordinary. I'd heard of a blade with the power to restrain others, but I never thought... And did she say Adam? It can't be.
All of you.
Fire Emblem.
Arms.
It is. Marth, I mean, the Emperor himself. In Aegeon. Different turn of events.
There is no need for this.
Sure, there isn't. Adam looks... You know, we never seen Adam angry until just now. He means business. Worth pointing out, by the way. Look at that. And wind attribute too. That's actually very interesting. Alright. What does the Emperor want?
Hello?
Well, he seems more friendly compared to Morag in the main game.
It's good to see you again, Prince Adam. Please forgive the actions of my guards.
Don't you worry about it. I am just glad to see you well, Your Imperial Majesty.
Imperial Majesty.
May I introduce the Emperor of Mor Ardain, Hugo Ardenach.
The Ardanian Emperor? What's someone of his station doing out here?
You know,
You'd be surprised.
our stations are fairly similar.
Not that you'd ever know.
Thanks, I try.
I've come for the Aegis.
Which one?
Its actions have been felt in Mor Ardain as well. We're currently chasing it down.
The same as us, then. But coming here yourself.
My brother is ruling in my absence.
I see. And so you brought Brigid and Aegeon.
Huh?
The 2 gems.
Those two are the crown jewels of the Ardanian forces. Wielding them on the front lines is the duty of he who has the throne.
RMB, ladies and gentlemen.
Indeed. That ought to have been my older brother.
But he didn't have the potential to become a driver. And now here you are, bonded with both of them.
The Special Inquisitor is under my brother's direct command.
Oh,
Ooh.
Should I fall in battle, he has his orders to retrieve the core crystals.
That sounds cold.
that's how it goes with matters of state.
And yet, it works out well for me. I have always wanted to put myself on the line for our people. And I never enjoyed wielding authority in the first place.
I feel it,
I feel
man.
the same way. I don't get why anyone would want to sit on a throne.
Yes, that. If Prince Zetar knew, there would be consequences.
Let's pretend you didn't hear me say that.
Adam, we gotta talk about this.
You two will never see eye to eye. Better to leave well enough alone.
Ruling is, frankly, it's a scary thought. Just imagine becoming someone you don't recognize. Never know.
He speaks the truth about Twitch.
Back at you in the mirror.
Prince Adam, I'd be happy if you called me Hugo, like old times.
I will, dear Hugo, but only if you call me Adam in return. Well, it would be beneficial to share our findings, but perhaps elsewhere might be better?
How about your Majesty's flagship?
Flagship?
Indeed.
Fire Emblem?
Flagship.
Is something the matter, Lady Laura?
Or we're playing Xenoblade.
I'm just not very good in that kind of stuffy environment.
Well, you're not alone there. That's the worst.
Right? I think I'll sit this particular venture out.
Yeah.
See ya.
I do too.
Oh, no, you don't.
Wait a minute. Is that her?
Yes, this is Mithra.
What's going on,
one of the
Kanabi?
Aegis's.
Good to see you, buddy.
Your account would be valuable as well, Laura.
Everything I've seen or heard, Jin will know as well.
Yes, that's true.
Please? Would you go instead of me, please?
Oh, this is gonna be a little tough. Seating at whom as everyone else. I know that I don't know that comment was intentional. It's such a funny.
Thank you, kind.
I'm sitting here playing games for you guys.
Well then, shall we?
But other than that, I'm doing pretty well. Class has already started. My final term as undergrad has started. And I'm limited to what we can do, but I got a collector's edition in the background. I already did unbox on YouTube, but can't wait to play it when I go back home though. But good to see you, bud. Alright, so our team is going to be pretty limited because I guess they're going to catch up. Ooh, this is going to be bad. Let's see, find and manage to get family sharing from your friend, and you're able to finish Monster World 2 100%. Oh my goodness, crazy, man. So you're going to be doing Iceborne? Wait. I think it's Iceborne, right? The ones that you haven't done yet? Wait. Oh, Modern... COD. Yeah, when I saw MMW, I thought you were talking about Monster Hunter. Not into shooting games, but I can see the joy of it. Alright, we're gonna set this into a side quest. Alright. We don't have Laura in the team. It would be MH2. Ah. My bad. I don't know why I thought MHW was Monster Hunter. Maybe I was thinking about Monster Hunter World and forgot the H. Wait. Oh, so this is introducing level 4 stuff, so we'll talk about those in a bit. But level 4 is honestly, you don't use arts. You don't spam arts as much. But level 4 specials have their own cutscenes. Just a little FYI. Affinity charts. So we got Bridget. Bridget and Aegeon are both tanks. Let me tell you guys something. Bridget is a sword tanking, and Aegeon is the agility tank. So they're really almost no different from how they were in the base game. Although, but because we are limited to what we can do, I would highly suggest that both the tanks would actually have not an emergency guard, but something to generate aggro with, because the player wants aggro. They want aggro a lot on these tank blades. You wish you had the money for it to buy Halo, the Master Chief Collection. It has 700 achievements. That's crazy. So does anyone can have more than one blade? Yes. So Higo already comes with 2. So 2 blades are the maximum that we can have on per team. So pretty much, and not only that, we can't mix and match, unfortunately. But hey, I mean, it would become way more messy if that was the case, right? But I like these blades though. Hugo, you're definitely gonna need some blockage rate, and I do need you to have agility. Because this guy, he generates aggro like crazy, but I really do like him though. So, Hugo is he's a really good addition to the team. Even though he looks more like a Fire Emblem character, but hey, I'm not complaining. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and fill out some affinity charts. We can't fill out lores, unfortunately, but hey, what can we do, right? Adam's affinity chart's a little scattered out, but it's no big deal. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade some arts. I do need to get the rig arts up, and this. The talent. Okay, so the switch arts are going to become slightly more important here on out. Heat haze, that's going to become a very good one. That's a AOE. Will-O-Wisp, not bad. Yo, yeah, Bridge is not wrong about that. Also put this. And as for this one, I would highly recommend increasing aggro as your higher priority on these two blades. Because, I mean, it's no fun if Laura gets the aggro and she dies right when she uses Swallow Flight, so that's one thing I would highly recommend people upgrading, because you gotta take consideration. Laura generates way more aggro a lot faster from what I've seen in my playthroughs of it, because I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, she dies really fast. Like, I normally have her as a CPU and I use Adam, but I know sometimes you can't really, sometimes you're not too sure when the CPU is really gonna start using Swallow Flight, or if it's like really inconvenient timing. So you gotta take that into consideration. We could definitely kill the flamingos, collect stuff. I love this node. Aegeon, let's see, Source Taos. That's, can't get to that yet. And collect stuff. Okay. I don't want to start doing affinity chart grinding now, because we don't have a full party. They're staying a little bit behind, so what we gotta do, ladies and gentlemen, is actually head back to the ship. There's a lot of side quests open for us right off the bat. So we're gonna be, of course, accepting side quests, but I will not be doing any of them until we actually get our full party back. So that is the one thing I will say. This guy's gonna give us blade coaching, which, just like driver coaching, all we gotta do is make blade elemental combos going on. That's it. This one's actually much easier to do, in my personal opinion. But I mean, thank you for Candy Sugar. Her community's growing. I don't know, some people really push their communities way too much, and I'm not a big fan of that. If I want to join, I'll join. Salvage the Salvager. Salvage the Salvager. What is this one? I don't remember which one this one was. I'm gonna review the thingamabobber. Oh, apple lamps. This is a fetch quest. Okay, I can't do this yet. This is more for Hugo stuff. Okay, there's two more side quests that we can get. We have no business there right now. Frickles. I wanted to grab some more, but I guess apparently not. It's all good. Let's see. Let's go to a campsite because Hugo's team has some pretty interesting stuff to craft. Assuming that we have the necessities to do so. So Hugo is going to become very important. We can't really do anything much about his stuff right now because we need machinery. But Bridget crafts perfume, or cosmetics rather. Very helpful, by the way, for affinity. And Aegeon, yeah, Aegeon has a lot of seafood. I mean, if he was my rare blade, legendary blade, I would let him cook me a dish. Save me a lot of time and hassle. Let's go ahead and make Jin some of the stuff. I think there's a dish that we need to make with Mithra. If I remember correctly. Or Jin. It starts with a C. Onion stuffed peppers. I think that's for Mithra. Other than that though, I think we've crafted everything we can for now. Let's go ahead and progress through. Swift swordplay. That's a field skill exclusive to Jin. Hail strike. I guess. Yeah, we don't have Laura, so that is unfortunately limited right there. Alright, because I've forgotten what we gotta do. Let's see. Power imaginable. Let's see. Vala. Okay, so we gotta go to Valum Hill. Let me grab this really quick. Yeah, because Aegeon stuff revolves around seafood, so honestly, getting the fishes is not that difficult. If I were to say all the recipes, though, I think the last one I did was either Hugo or Adam, because those two take up pretty much the most time, in my personal opinion. I don't know about you guys, for those who have played the game, but I feel like Adam's stuff is a little bit out of, like, completely, like, out of the way, if that makes sense. Because I know his stuff requires muscle branches, a few other materials that's like spread between Ormont and Torna. But it should be no big deal. Ah, this guy's gonna act. Prickles! Yeah, we've been found. Whoop. But because we don't have Laura, the Vanguard system's not gonna really work out as well. If anything, if I could switch to Adam, that would be really amazing. It's all good though. We don't. Hugo has topple, so it's not a big deal. So I'm fine with it, assuming that if he switches in. But it is what it is. Espina. Oh right, but yeah, Bridge is the only one that has break on her. So without Laura, the break stuff is really slow. So we don't really. I wouldn't really advise driver combos. Oh geez, we got another Espina in the mix. We don't got. Oh, there's nothing valuable there. All right, that's fine. Swift attack. All right, let's go ahead and just kill this guy and progress through, because I wasn't expecting Espina fights just to aggro us like right off the bat. I did not know there was more actually over here. I gotta admit though, these ice effects looks really good. Oh geez. Dun dun. How many are there? Did I legitimately just 3 of them actually found us? Wow, that's a big rip. And I really wish I could work out with Haze's stuff, but hey, I mean this is okay practice. But as I mentioned before, I wasn't really aiming for Infinity Chart grinding right now, because I feel not comfortable having, you know, less party members. You have babies too that you want me to kill? Fine, we'll kill your babies too. I mean, it's no big deal. And besides, I feel like at this point we've already completed the Blade side quest. Sweet, Hail Strike. Okay, that's fine if it's an individual node, but if it's a side quest, that's a different story.
Good. This should be good.
Yes, indeed, it should be good. Alright. Yeah, fun fact, I did complete these Infinity Charts pretty early. I don't want to say early in the game, but like before we actually finished the main ones. Ah, Freckles. You know what, if you want to die so much, or if you want to be eradicated, be my guest. I was actually curious to what was going on up here, but I guess this Espina wants to die, be my guest. Alright, you know what, let's go ahead and like go for it. We're not really aiming for driver combos, we're just like trying to get this guy out of the way. I'm just doing random things, like you see me doing random specials. Nothing too significant. Because this shows you how viable Laura really is. But I just realized, I'm glad I'm not covering Hugo's HP, because that was the one camera placement I wasn't too sure about. Alright, we will need to be back here. I just want to mark this really quick. Because, pro tip, if you're not able to do this the first time, you can look at the Prickles. I meant to go skip travel. you could like go ahead and look at the map, and it'll definitely say it'll give you like a mark where which field skills you weren't able to do at that time. Very helpful tool. This is both in the main game and this game. I strongly would recommend keeping track, especially if it's something required for Infinity Node. So that's awesome. The one thing I will definitely say is Gormod is so limited. Not complaining though, because Torna is technically, well, the game is called Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna the Golden Country. So Torna is of course going to be the main focus. But I'm just glad that they didn't add a territorial robot in this game. I'm just saying, territorial robot makes me pretty dang salty. Wolves, I don't want to fight you, man. You're really... Now we have the Skywalker ducks targeting us. I don't want to fight you! Oh, this is the spring area that... Should have guessed it. Alright, blah blah blah. Aegis, take it as a compliment. Interesting. We got appetizers. What the frickles? Yeah, this is just get along situations. And Aegeon went to observe something. This is part of his field skills, if I'm not mistaken. What is Metro doing? Oi. I do like her when she bends over, though. I mean, you reposition, and I'm like, boom, 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 pow. That's the perfect. That was definitely not like intentional placement, but I guess I got lucky right there. High temperature. Oh, it's a big one. That's what she said. All right, we got a monster to kill. Level 16. Okay, we may be one level under, but I believe we can just like go ahead and like kill him. Besides, we have Adam, so we can inflict lightning. So this is where elemental weaknesses are going to become super helpful. Fortunately, can you switch into Aegeon, or you're not able to? Aegeon missed. Okay, that's the thing too about Aegeon. Like, because he does have high agility, the only downside is that I don't know about anyone else, but he tends to miss the most on my playthroughs. I like Aegeon, but we gotta get that dex going on. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and unleash we're gonna go ahead and release lightning. So he's almost down, so it's no big deal. This is how important third party member is, ladies and gentlemen. Any RPG game makes a huge difference. Alright, that should be all taken care of. Smashing, yada yada. Mask loading. Jin, not going crazy. Wii, Indol. Much more smaller too. No, it's a snake! Amontis, that snake. I'll never forgive him, even though he hasn't been ruler yet. There it is. This flashback, eh?
Interesting thing you've got there.
It's the douchebag Malas.
Malice enough.
It's all right.
He doesn't even sound sincere. What the frickles?
Indol's most sacred treasure, the Aegis. It is said to be the embodiment of the architect's light, the divine revelations our founder Maldonare received.
Really? Then...
What are you doing? You're gonna... Thought so. What's his problem, though?
That's what I will be called, too. After all, I am born of divinity, not just some reflection.
You believe yourself so strong?
Don't you?
I guess I can agree to that, Timalas.
Your situation doesn't look good. Boltrick is not going to let it go.
But what?
And you can't hide behind the Praetor forever.
That has nothing to
What
do
is he
with
on
you.
about?
If that were true, you wouldn't be here.
Someone's salty. But what's going down here? It's like some sketchy business.
Here.
Secret lab? Question mark?
What is this place?
It's a very tasty secret.
What
Formerly
the
known only to the
frickles?
Praetor and me. The essence of our Judician forebears, originally salvaged from the bottom of the Cloud Sea. Some of it may hail from the fabled land of Moritha.
Moritha?
Look.
DNA.
This here display is a diagram of what human cells are made of. And then this one here is a blades.
Astonishingly alike.
Oh, I see what they're going. Okay.
After all, they are descended from humans too. That in and of itself isn't too shocking. But this...
It's the same, isn't it?
Just wait.
Deoxynucleic acid. That's what DNA stands for.
That's a core crystal.
Does it have cosmos? You'd be screwed if it were.
Crystal contains information not only pertaining to humans, it also records schematics describing all manner of animal tissues.
Your
biology.
Contain detailed information of all living creatures.
Not just that. Have a look at this. Undeveloped part.
What are you getting at?
That is from a Titan. It suggests that this particular piece may one day develop into a Titan. Isn't it mind-boggling? A message from the architect, no doubt.
No, it's not.
Architect.
Indeed. This is just what you were after. I wish to investigate this and learn more of what the architect has in store for this world. And perhaps claim this knowledge for our own.
Including the Praetor.
Ugh, these guys are real big snakes.
Isn't this in line with your own goals? Well then, I may as well help out.
Wow. You know, okay, so you would think that Almatas back then in the base game, where he actually killed his mom and whatnot, was already bad enough. But then I get how science helps us further on, makes our life easier, you know, whatnot of utilities. But he's going through a mutation, ladies and gentlemen. That's actually going a little bit too far, in my personal opinion. But hey, I mean, what does the Frostman know, right? I don't know. I feel like meddling with nature's stuff to that point with mutation and dissection. Well, dissection not so much in the labs, but mutation and combining into something completely different. I don't know. I just feel like it's wrong. But we could talk about seafood and the controversy of seafood later on. Not in chat though.
Right. So it was the Sean forces that ravaged this area.
Yes. Many troops remained here with no orders after Malos sank their homeland. We're doing our best to disarm them, but... well, you've seen the village. Sadly, it's happened more than once.
The powers that be bicker among themselves, ignoring the larger danger.
And right now, that is the one thing we cannot afford.
I feel it. But wait, what's going on here?
I will go take a look.
Incidentally, how has Torna been faring?
I'd like to tell you that the people bask in the peace of His Majesty's rule. But I'm afraid that would be a lie.
Same as everywhere else then, yes?
Torna has not escaped Malos's rampage unscathed.
If that is so, allow me to offer you the Imperial Army's assistance in this time of...
Don't worry about it. This is exactly the reason why Indol entrusted her to me.
Ah, so you came. The future king of Torna. I'm glad I thought to send a messenger.
King, don't joke about it. Rumors like that could cause trouble at home.
I am merely a quester. I hold no such influence.
I quested today, but tomorrow?
The core's color is different. And she's a woman, too.
She's a foxy one, for sure.
Quite lovely indeed. Malos was all brawn and brutish strength.
You worry?
No, quite the contrary. Everybody knows a blade's appearance bears no relation to their power. You could be the heroine of our resistance.
No, I won't be anyone's anything.
Let's find out. I have only one thing to ask of you. To rectify the mistake I made and erase Malos from the face of the world.
What are you up to? We can't trust the snake, ladies and gentlemen. No way.
So that's why the returning hero, pacifier of the Borderlands, was really just...
Never before has a blade broken free and rampaged like this. I can see why Indol would prefer to keep it quiet. They're even routing support to the militia through Argentum for deniability.
And then towards you.
I'm just some princeling. Me.
Surely, if you defeat Malos, your cover will be blown.
If indeed. But we're not in it for the glory, are we? When we're done, I'll just plow my fields in peace.
Your Majesty, some of our troops have returned to base, but...
Is something wrong?
They're all reporting something strange. A marauding group of routed mercenaries, trying to avoid any attention.
Just remnants, hmm? That is strange. There's not much around here for them, in the way of paid work or opportunities for looting.
As your Majesty commanded, our men did not engage. We confirmed their bearing, then withdrew.
And? Where were they going?
The village outskirts.
But why there? There's nothing but graveyards.
Oh.
What the?
Oh no.
Jin knows what's up. Maybe something to do with that sketchy guy earlier with the codename Blue Arms. Yeah, I think that's the most logical reasoning. Oh man, as if he didn't have a big grudge enough.
At first, I thought to take it. But I'd made it for her, and I'd like her to keep it forever.
So,
This guy.
the bitch is dead, is she? Shame. I had a soft spot for her. Ha! Guess you learned how to use a weapon at least. Big change from a tiny kid trying not to piss herself in fear.
You're... No!
Yep, it's him. That psychotic, ugly guy. Name reveal.
God.
Got milk!
How touching.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
A face that ugly, I couldn't forget. Trust me, I tried.
Amen to that, Laura.
Hush.
What do you want? Not that I can't imagine.
I'm here to take back what's mine, kid. But before that, I'll take a bit of time to express my gratitude to you. It ain't gonna be pretty or quick.
Look at his hair.
Make that blade watch as I cut you
Wait,
into little
wait,
sticky
what?
chunks, just to make sure the last thing he feels is complete despair.
I'll hold them up. You get to the others quickly.
No use. Hayes, he knew about you. He brought no blades, just more mercs.
Exactly. Don't worry. I'm gonna treat you real good before I get to the cutting.
Okay, so Sonic. Sorry for that little silence right there, but how did his hair color changed? I think he just grew out of old age. That's what I would think, but... Oh, can we talk about how ugly God is? He just... I don't know, like, I'm assuming that he just... Instead of grinding, I guess he was trying to milk some experience, but... I don't know, something about God isn't really normal to me. He's just... Ugh. But regardless though, like, he's just trying to get Jin because what the whole purpose about him was... He stole the core crystal, which, you know... contained Jin, but he was trying to sell it for money. The only thing I will definitely say is though, it ain't working well. Because, well, God sucks. And not only that, he's just a greedy little pig. If I were to compare to anything to him with, like anyone from a different video game universe, I would say he's Konoshiro from Persona 5. He's just in it for money, that's it. Greedy pigs, they all think alike. But the whole premise with this whole fight is, I would only highly recommend using, well, definitely kill the, you know, his minions first, and then go for Gots. And can we talk about his right arm? Even though it was slashed by Jin, I'm getting Mechon vibes from it. Like, I don't know if that's just, you know, me just saying that because it's a mechanical arm, but I feel like it really does remind me a little bit of the, like some of the Mechon in the first game. But hey, that could just be me, of course. So the thing about him is, like, just because we were 5 levels short, he was kind of made to be a little bit easier. The only thing I will say is though, we are dying a little bit because he toppled us. Yes, enemies can actually topple us. Holy frickles. But hey, I mean, as long as we're on it, we're good. I wouldn't really perform a chain attack against this guy because I don't think we're introduced to chain attacks yet. Holy frickles, though. It wasn't that tough. What the frickles?
You're starting to piss me off. Oi!
Maybe.
Surround them so they don't get away.
My lady, you have to go.
It's all right. He's here.
Yep, right on time.
You bastard! No!
Nope, there goes his arm again. Dang, retreat. His men retreated. Hey look, Ardanian soldiers are on our side. Is he gonna go for it?
Had enough. What's next then? Right leg? Or the left?
Shoot.
Or how about...
Right there.
Enough. That's enough, Jin. Just leave him. For my sake.
It's crazy. I don't think that was synchronized. I was trying to synchronize it. But seriously though, gods? I really hope that he does get locked up though. I mean, he deserves it. But yeah, Laura's gonna be finishing up praying.
So you let him go? Even without his arms, he may cause you more trouble one day.
Adam's not wrong about that.
I didn't want to end it here. He might deserve it, but he did take care of my mother, so... Let's go back. I suppose I can bring myself to step foot on this flagship after all.
But we're not playing Fire Emblem, Laura. I love how she's the only one that says flagship, too. Format's been nothing but rainy, like during cutscenes. I just realized that.
My arms! My arms! Bastards! I'm gonna kill him!
Psycho!
Last one of them!
Jeez. Face planted. Indoline soldiers. Or Indoline loyals, this. What are they doing here? This is really creepy.
Huh? The hell are you?
Yeah, what are they doing in Gormont? And he's touching his forehead. Oh, it's the creepy midget.
Stop it!
That does not sound pleasurable. What the what? I've never seen that happen before. A notification where it brings up change order. What's with me getting playthroughs when weird things happen like that? Alright, regardless though, we pretty much almost have a full party team, ladies and gentlemen. I think right now what we're gonna do is, of course, we're gonna upgrade our arts. Laura needs the most upgrading by far because, well, she's a little behind, but I think at this moment though, like, we are pretty much keeping pace as much as I like it. The only thing I will definitely say is I gotta start upgrading Adam's Rigard stuff because holy frickles, he needs way more what's it called, AP art points to actually like become. No, he's not useless, but I want him to be a little bit higher than he is right now. But Adam is a really good character. Just I would definitely give him time though. So we're gonna go, of course, upgrade some of the stuff. I do want to give Laura this one because initiate battles, very important. Because if we just initiate attacks with auto, it's not going to do as much damage. So, of course, Ether. Ether's really only helpful for Haze though, so that's the main reason why I upgraded it. So already we're at 5. We've already done 5 nodes for pretty much almost each driver. That's crazy. Do I want to upgrade from Adams now? Just upgrade this. Just for fillers, of course. So already, each drivers are pretty much going to be 1/3 done. And Hugo definitely needs Dex because we saw Aegon missing quite a bit. So there's that. Alright, and then we gotta check Infinity charts. I do want to kill some of the Flamingos, but I think we're going to hold off of that just a little bit. The main reason why, because they're probably Flamingos that we have not bumped into yet, and +2, nice.
You can rely on
but
me to aid you.
Hey, definitely take up Candy Sugar. Alright, sweet. Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be gone. Sweet. Like, but other than that though, these nodes are coming down pretty nicely actually. I thought we would actually have to deal with like more like wait time, but I was completely wrong. Stormy Skies, I definitely want to upgrade that, and whatever's healing. Cancel debuffs, that's going to become super helpful, especially during mid-game. So Haze, that's why Haze is a very viable partner. Arts boost, yes. More power for you indeed. Cheers to that, mate. Alright, we should be good to go. I know, that's actually very weird for me to say that, but it is true. Okay, so that we gotta go back to the cove. However, I want to see if I can like traverse to, if we explore the metals. Yes, we have. Only because I do want to kill those flamingos before we actually depart. And not only that, once we depart, we won't really be coming back to Gormont for quite a bit actually. So whatever you guys need to do, definitely handle it. We can backtrack here, but I would probably suggest holding off of the backtracking until we're more higher level. Wow, you really do want to die. I mean, be eradicated. Excuse my language. But hey, I mean, this guy's asking for it, so what? I'm not against it, but if he wants to go down, I'll definitely give him what he wants. Topple. Like that. Joint combo finish. That's crazy. See already, like I said, that block node, Mither already got it. That's how easy some of these nodes are. Until we get to endgame. Alright. Wait, what enemies are we have to kill? I have to double check Bridget. So we gotta kill the Domino Flammy. So they're flamingos, pretty much. Flamingos? In the middle? Wait, are they? Don't tell me they're actually here. If they are, this is Lady Luck. Yep. Lady Luck shines bright on us. Yeah, we only have 3 arts, but the switch art is considered to be the 4th art. So it's not a big deal. I mean, I can see why some people really don't like this change, but hey, I am fine with it, so it's all good. Alright, so we got that break. We're gonna go for Steam Bomb here, and that's it. I gotta double check if it's orbs that we gotta make, or if it's just things that we could just like swift attack it. Oh, wait. Blade combo, second stage. Okay, so it's just second stage. Sweet, we could definitely finish this then. Second stage, I can just use Laura, go for Laura stuff. And then Aegeon, I'm assuming if Aegeon takes over Bridget, then we can do the heat stuff. That's the easiest way to do that that side quest, as far as I know. Why you no hits? Come on, I gotta get someone. Ah, Freckles. It only works if you know, I'm gonna get more enemies in the mix because, well, you never know when something's gonna become super helpful like this, right? And besides, the Flemmies are the main targets, not anything else. So there's that. I do need to make sure that meter doesn't run out, because if it does, that would really suck. Alright, I should have done that a little bit earlier, but it's fine. I'm gonna grab that potion really quick. Alright, sweet. We got some stone going on action. Sweet. So keynote has been done, but we didn't fulfill that, you know, the blade Merc mission. Merc mission? Infinity node. Excuse my language. Oh. We had to kill one more. Okay, the Flemmies are not that difficult to find. They're typically around here. I don't know if it's just 2 though. I could have sworn I saw another one. If not, then we could just like reset this area, skip travel it, and then just come back. Yeah, it doesn't look like I see another one. No big deal. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and kill one more flamingo, and then after that, I'm hoping to actually get the blade combo to level 2, because once we get that done, we've already finished that side quest, so that's awesome. All right, so this is the fastest one I can think about, and besides, not only that, once we get these specials off, it doesn't matter what we go for. I don't really care if it's like a special one. They just say you gotta get to the driver combo, blade combo up to level 2. Come on, Aegeon, Aegeon. Don't smash, don't. Gosh dang it. Rep. Alright, we gotta find someone who has a little more HP. There's only one monster I can think of that has a lot of HP that we can actually mess around with. It's gonna be our first unique monster fight. Oh boy. We should be able to do this fight. It should not be a big problem. The unique monster, I believe, was level 18 when we actually kind of ran away from it. It's like right here. Yep, as he's landing. I'm gonna go ahead. Laura, what the heck are you doing, girl? I know we were talking about creepy strippers earlier, but that wasn't the one I had in mind. Lols. You gotta admit, what the frickles is this Gerbil doing? You gotta admit though, this jazzy music, I don't know which one I would prefer. I like both of them for their own reasons. Alright, before I take on that unique monster, I do want to actually like start, you know, setting up and whatnot. Because if we just went into battle right there, this little guy is gonna become really annoying to deal with. And I kinda wanna deal with these enemies like their own like own demise. But yeah, we're gonna start this fight now. So this guy is Overinfectionate Murphy. Very interesting name, Overinfectionate. I don't know, guys. I mean, this is related to a certain other disease that we've seen on the news lately. Not COVID, but certain other disease. Ooh. So this guy, honestly, he's just ruthless attack. That's the best way I can put it. Honestly, he's not that difficult, assuming you're around his level area. But if you are probably like 3 levels under, especially on normal mode, he can become a pose threat. The only thing that's worth mentioning about him that makes him a little bit different is that he does have some nasty AoE attacks. That's it though. Other than that though, I would definitely say that this guy definitely is worth the first unique monster fight. After that, honestly, he's not big of a deal. I think this is the lowest. Is it the lowest? I don't remember. But yes, we don't have access to the full capabilities, so making elemental orbs is kind of useless. But the main reason why we're doing this is because, well, there was, you know, a certain side quest that we got to do play combos for, so that's the only reason why we're doing this. But other than that, though, our damage output isn't the highest. Yes, I know. We're gonna go ahead and start healing the party because, well, this is why Haze is so helpful. And not only that, being a win attribute herself, it's not unusual because Adeline was a win attribute, or is a win attribute in the base game. But having Haze as a companion as a win attribute, it's not nothing out of the ordinary. Some people were, I did see some people in the forums did complain about Haze's elemental, you know, design, but honestly, I think it suits her pretty well because, you know, time, sand flows throughout time. Oh yes, because we got a lot of stuff. Wow, a lot of keynotes like right off the bat. Yeah, she is nice. Keynote 3, sweet. Almost halfway down. Master of Milky Shake. I like that. Now we have a purpose of actually dealing with more driver combos. Sweet. Oh, right. Critical hits. Celadon win, I think it's a level 2 special, if I'm not mistaken. Aegeon gain infinity, sweet.
It would seem I have much left to learn.
We can't do this node yet. Anything else? I do want to give Haze the... Yeah, okay, so I already gave her the Huntress chemistry, so she's probably the only character I could think of that really utilizes Huntress chemistry. I'm just saying. Some people may argue otherwise, but I feel like with her, Huntress chemistry is AAA in my book. Alright, so blade coaching is all done. Sweet. Alright, he's got another side quest for us. It's called Further Blade Coaching. How did I know that, honestly? They're together for a good reason. No. I think another side quest is open up to us right now, back at the, Torna. I believe it's the Further Driver. I'm trying to remember on top of my head if that was the case, because, hey, the more side quests that we get, the better. Trying to get them all done. Nope. He's not available, unfortunately. Alright. Oh, that song is so peaceful. I'm not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen, that song really is peaceful. Loading. Alright, okay, so it... Vegetables, okay, not bad, not bad. But there is a little trail that I was not aware of my first playthrough, so... We had the Peninsula. I believe this only has like collection points and nothing really else worthy. I mean, we had the gerbils there. Oh, we got some Cascade Crabbles there. Okay, sweet. We do need to kill some Cascade Crabbles because that is part of the Infinity Node. So yeah, we're just knocking things down like right off the bat. I do like that because, well, it's well worth it. Alright, just kill this guy. Sweet. Okay, so that's one Crabble down. We got a Gerbil here. Honestly, he's not going to really bug us because we're too OP for him, so he should not be harassing us. There is a treasure chest around here. Yes, there is. And I want to see what else this place has to offer. Beasthood, that's aggro. There are better utilities compared to that. Ooh, flowers, eh? Sweet. So that should include both Bridget and Aegeon? No, just Aegeon. Sweet. Yes. Do is naturally done by doing. I agree with Aegeon. This is a really cool blade. I just wish this design was much better than how it is. I'm sorry to say that, but I really don't like common blades, but Aegeon's pretty much how people theorize Aegeon is that his design is like a descendant from the what's it called? From common blades. I wish it was a little bit better. Sweet. I promise you guys this. Jin, I'm trying not to make Jin super biased, trust me. Because you guys all know I love Mithra. But right now, how many? Oh, we just gotta kill 2. Okay. So we're pretty much almost done here then. If that's the case. Let's see. We got level 16 there. I don't think there's anything else down here for us, so let's go ahead and progress through, shall we?
Aren't we intrepid?
Yeah, aren't we indeed? Alright, let's go ahead and see what's up. We have to go back and report, of course. There's a snake. You filthy snake. Ah, you're level 10. Why would you want to pick a fight with us? We'll poon you. You're gonna get pooned. I mean, pwned. I don't know what people say these days. Oh yeah, right. I forgot to explain this. Of course, once you kill a unique enemy, a unique boss, the player can actually fight the unique monster again if they choose to do so. It's really good for grinding. And trust me, we're going to be utilizing that a lot during endgame. Holy frickles, I can't tell you guys how many times I had to spam it because, well, it was required 100%, unfortunately. But hey, we're not going to be worrying about that until much later, so it's no big deal. Honor guest, yada yada, blah blah blah. He's right. Loyalty. Ardean soldier running to battle. I mean, to us, of course. What the heck is going on? Is there entertaining guests? I don't know about that, man. We're having a private conversation, dude. Rip. Many fugitives. Thank you guys, blah blah blah. Where's the boy gone? Ah, man, this is a mandatory quest. Oh, right. I want to go ahead and I think this is a good place to stop, ladies and gentlemen. So, you all know me. We did a lot of things done in this first stream. Way more than I expected, to be honest. So, join me tomorrow as we're going to be venturing forth with part 2 of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna to Golden Country. This has been Frosty Thank you for all of those who tuned in. All I gotta say, guys, is before I do closed captioning, be sure to check out my YouTube channel on unboxing this amazing edition, by the way, because it's a really good unboxing. I'm actually really proud of that video. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Frosty. All I gotta say, guys, is stay chilly, keep gaming. I'll see you guys in the next one.